Where was I? Hi! Hello! Welcome! Back to pain. How did I miss all of those shots? This does not bode well for the rest of this. Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, it's that guy. Ooh! Oh, Tom, welcome.
Hello. I am building machine gun turrets for Alex's Minecraft server.
Fun!
He's gonna really enjoy that being on the walls.
You know, I got lost when I joined that server.
I gave you like the coords to the safest place in the server.
Yeah, but I got
Like,
lost
it's
and
at
I just left, oh, that's what, oh, that was you? That's who left that sign? I thought that was just like a thing that was there.
Yeah, no, that's the coordinates to like the safest place on the server.
Oh. Well, I ended up getting stuck in that cage you made. I couldn't even die.
You're supposed to type in the chat and beg for a job.
Yeah, well, joke's on you, I broke out. I scratched my way out. I broke my fingernails doing it.
Yeah, I saw. I need to add machine gun turrets over there just in case.
Hey, on God's green earth would you need to do that?
Because it's funny. You never know when those newbies might get ideas. You need to oppress them properly.
This is just to fuck with Alex. I know it's just to fuck with Alex. You can tell me it's just to fuck with Alex. He doesn't watch these.
Yeah, it's to fuck with Alex. Why would I not want to fuck with Alex? He invited me to the server with the express idea of inviting a tyrant to his server.
Yeah, I mean,
this is his mistake.
Yes, very much so.
What the fuck was...
You wanna know the biggest problem with this right now, Tom?
Boy.
If I choose... So, my best options right now are, for terms of weaponry at least, because I am live right now, so be careful what you say.
Alright.
I'm sure you saw, because I posted the fucking link twice in this server. And
Yeah, that's why I joined. I decided to be here while you streamed.
Yeah. I have to cover all my bases, you know.
Yeah.
I don't need another Kennedy doing digital blackface moment. Remember that? That was funny.
Yeah.
I still have the clip of that.
Nice.
I sent that to Shadow Vegeta like 2 days ago.
Rip.
I know he doesn't watch these streams. He couldn't.
Yeah, it's a good thing Kennedy has matured.
Yeah. It's also a good thing that I've grown out of the phase where I thought it was entertaining to bully him.
Yeah. I mean, now it's more entertaining to bully someone else.
He knows who he
deserves it. He's just angrily watching these streams in your social blade. I could see him doing that.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Well, I decided, because I'm absolutely fucking insane and the car prices are going up again, I am going to work exactly 3 drops. 3 jobs to make all the money I can get a car in 15 days. So 6 hours at one place, 6 hours another place. That gives me 12 hours. So I'll get back around 10. And then well, this is also dependent on if Rusty Turd wants to be fixed. I looked it up, and it also could be a very different issue where I have to replace the camshaft, and I just don't feel like doing that. Because that means I'm going to mess up the timing because I have to replace the camshaft. Alright.
That doesn't sound cash money. You know what else isn't
It's
cash
good.
money? The fact that I keep
What?
dying on this opening section of the fucking level.
Yeah. I mean, it's not cash money. It actively loses me cash money. I swear, this car has managed to bankrupt me, and I've had shitloads of money.
Yeah, like, I get you enjoy Rusty Turd. I get Madam Tom enjoys Rusty Turd.
I do not enjoy Rusty Turd. I just want it to work at least until I have like $4,000. Because my parents have decided to start poisoning the well. So my parents are reinforcing baby boomer ideas where it's like, yes, it's normal for college students to work 3 jobs whilst also going to school full time. So I to borrow that truck, I'm going to. Keep in mind, I get out of classes at 8 p.m. I don't mind working weekends. It gives me extra money. But there comes a point to where I get driven insane, and this is starting to get to one of those points where I'm going to get driven insane because I am now going to have to work at least a 5-hour shift during weekdays and a full a minimum 8-hour shift on weekends. Yeah. So what do you think?
I think I would have killed myself by now.
Madam Tom won't let me.
I don't have a girlfriend, Tom.
You lucky bastard.
I don't have anyone that would have stopped me.
I know that's sad, but right now I envy you.
Tom, you're not supposed to envy someone that could just end his own life and no one would care.
Rob, right now my life is shit, my family's shit. At least I got my girlfriend going for me. But I feel like I keep letting her down because, you know, too much. At this point, my life is Murphy's Law, in that anything that can go wrong will, but it will also go wrong horribly. So I can account for everything that can go wrong, but still, that doesn't mean that's the only thing going to go wrong. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I understand.
I need to make a lever.
I went to work today and I had to dig a hole.
Fair enough. How long do you work?
I had to get up at 5:40.
Fair enough.
And I didn't get off work today until 4:30.
Like, I was doing math, I was hoping that I could pull off like 20-hour shifts.
Do you want to know what makes it worse about digging that hole,
Boy.
Tom? I didn't need to dig the hole.
Rip.
I haven't sweat that much in about a month.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be working in a hot-ass warehouse for shift 1. For shift 2, I'll be
Oh yeah, that's
working...
right, I forgot OSHA doesn't exist in your state.
Actually, no, in this case, OSHA does.
Oh, then why is the warehouse so hot?
Oh, because you can't make it, like, not hot.
Alright, I can send you a link for something that would make things more tolerable.
It's fine, Rob. At this point,
No,
I
Tom,
just
it's like
want...
$10.
Rob, I don't have $10.
Okay. Like, give me your address, I can order something for you.
No, because I don't want my family going through my packages, and I don't have the apartment right now, so I don't have a mailbox.
Oh.
We got him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like there's these towels that like keep your neck. It keeps your neck cool. You get a little water on it, and it keeps you cool.
I just will keep like a spray bottle on me and just spray water on myself.
Let me look. Like, I'm sure I can just like.
I need to find a way to dupe without Alex noticing on the server. Because then I can make artillery.
Just look up cooling towel. There you go. How much do these cost?
Yep.
It's $8.95.
Yeah, not including shipping. I'll deal with it later. It's just 15 days. If I can get the money within 15 days, then I'm good. If Rusty Turd decides to work for at least a month, that's also good, because I can just work weekends at my own pace and just save up money, and then in between New Year's and Christmas, when used car prices are cheaper, I'll go buy myself something that isn't terrible.
You'd think they'd be more expensive during Christmas.
They're like more expensive right before Christmas. But right after Christmas, that's when like the big sales are gone. So the prices are cheaper, because at that point the commission salesmen are just going like, I need to make my sales before the end of the quarter.
You get fired.
Yes, so they're just going to sell me for whatever, almost for whatever price I dictate.
Yeah,
Also, the luxury cars are cheaper, so if I really wanted to buy like a fucking, if I'm gonna buy a luxury car, I might as well get like a Volvo or something. And those are also relatively cheaper around that time too.
You know, this player character here can really long-arm these landmines.
Yeah. Well, like, basically, you want to know what the problem could be that makes it irreparable?
You just said
Alright,
camshaft.
Well, it's not the camshaft specifically. It's the, okay, so basically, it's the housing for the camshaft position sensor. Alright, Mitsubishi is supposed to use a non-magnetic metal for it, alright?
Damn it!
They didn't. So the thing is so the camshaft itself has a reluctor on it that spins, creating a magnetic field, which is what the camshaft position sensor uses to dictate where the camshaft is based on the magnetic field rotation. Alright, which is already easy enough to understand. It's just simple magnetics. The problem...
I know someone who wouldn't understand that, and he'd call you stupid for talking about it.
Who? Oh.
Yeah, we can't mention names while talking shit within the first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not like a YouTube thing, it's just a personal rule. Because nobody that matters is going to watch these for more than 30 minutes.
Fair enough. But like, so it's like...
And also, if you'll check in the voice chat,
Contact.
Voice text?
Yeah, the voice chat text channel, which I really wish Discord would have a better name for these things, because they don't have a name for them.
Wait, what's going on?
It's just like some of the stuff Grace said, that's why. While she was me.
What happened?
Okay. So this person, like, always insists on playing every game he plays on hard.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's all like, it's the experience intended. No, normal is the experience intended because it's called fucking normal.
Most games just add like hard mode as like an update. It's normally not the intended experience.
Yeah, exactly, like Seafood. They didn't add Master until like half a year after the game came out.
Like, if you want to enjoy the game like that, no one's gonna get upset at you, man.
Yeah, but like sounding all pompous by saying it's the way the game was intended to be played is a bit presumptuous. That's assuming you know what the dev was thinking when they made the game.
Yeah.
And unless you know the dev, the only time anyone can ever say that, and I will believe them, is Dennis. Because Dennis is actually a game dev. Granted, his game sucks, but that's neither here nor there. That's a subjective opinion. I'm not gonna like dress that up as real. I just don't like Warframe.
Yeah. Fair enough. But it's like back on the cart. So basically, it's like a reluctor wheel. All right. So apparently, because of the poor camshaft design, the camshaft, even though there's like a giant motherfucking gap of space, so it's really, really hard to get it to like scrape. If you get any scratch, and I mean any scratch, right there, that creates enough of a counter-magnetic field to confuse the computer. So what I could do, and it wouldn't let me do this, is I could unplug the cam sensor and drive the car until it runs out of time. But that also makes me think it's actually just the crank sensor wiring. So, yay, because the car didn't start when I just unplugged the cam sensor. So, yeah. But yeah, if that's the case, at that point, that gets to the territory where I not only need to replace the camshaft, I also need to replace the cam sensor housing, which is such a rare and obscure part that Mitsubishi didn't even make a part number for it. What?
Well, combined like that's a fucking ouch moment, my guy. That is worst case scenario. So speaking of like issues, my computer hasn't done the cattywampus crash in a while.
Nice.
It hasn't done it since I got it back from Worst Buy.
Nice. They probably just like got like software to wipe it.
I mean, yeah, but like all my stuff is still here, so that's nice.
But that's also part of the reason I want to get rid of Rusty Turd now, is because it's going a little bit beyond new, like old car problems. Because you know, like old car problems, you know, parts are going to be a little bit pricey.
That's not an old car problem. That's the manufacturer didn't account for this problem.
No, it's called an antique car problem, all right? Because like antique cars, no one's driving them because it's an antique. It's not in the junkyard. You know, like the people who still have these cars working are typically enthusiasts, or they just got unlucky because the car market is still shit. That's where I'm like, it's an antique car problem because it's like, you know, even like if there's no manufacturer support, I could typically go in and just go to pull apart and then like yank the part in like 5 minutes. I've been to 5 different pull aparts. There are no Mitsubishi Lancers of that generation.
Is a pull apart what you call like a chop shop?
What?
Is a pull apart
yeah,
what
it's
you
a
call
chop
a chop
shop
over there?
Yeah, it's a chop shop. It's a chop shop.
Just call it a chop shop, please. Just call a spade a spade.
Yeah, well, it's not a chop shop because I mean you basically scrap your car and they buy the scrap cars.
Well, I mean it's a chop shop, but it's legal.
Yeah, it's a chop shop. I've been to like so many chop shops and I can't find the fucking car part. All right.
Jesus Christ, that is an entire battalion.
So at this point, I'm like, if I have to, I don't want to fix Rusty Turd anymore because it's now also because this is where it's starting to get into like antique old car problems. Is like parts you don't expect to wear out start wearing out, and it's also. But the thing is, I've run out of those parts that I expect to wear out. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Like, I gotta concentrate, Tom.
Rip. I'll just tell the stream then.
Because I am, like, doing this on hard.
Ah, fair enough.
That's because that's my bit.
Oh, yeah,
this is
die.
an entire elaborate bit that started because I liked Devil May Cry. And this has just become my curse. Because some games are actually hard these days, Tom.
Yay.
I know it's a foreign concept to some people. Games having difficulty.
Yay.
No, that totally wasn't me throwing shade at people who complain about Elden Ring.
Yeah. Let's move on. But like, so for me, it's gone beyond like normal old car problems because at that point, I have like an equation I use to dictate whether it's worth to fix the car or not, and that's like new used car price. And if that is lower than than the price of fixing the car, or equal to the price of fixing the car. But I also have something called projected reliability. If that makes any sense.
Kind of. I can understand the concept.
Well, it's like, okay, so everybody says, like, okay, so don't fix the car if it's, like, above the monthly cost of a new car. Now, that's terrible financial advice, and I don't know who came up with it. Either way, they're retarded, alright?
Financial advice.
What?
Don't make a luxury purchase if it zeroes out your checking account.
Well, yeah. Well, here, a car, what most people would consider a car a luxury, but also, you need a car here.
It's not a luxury if it's a necessity. Like, a nice car, like a sports car, shit like that, that's a luxury. But a car, that's a necessity in your neck of the woods, because, as we've discussed, the General Motors doing supervillain shit. Like, doing actual supervillain shit.
But it's like, so like here, it's like, General Motors also did that in other places too, not just here.
Well, I mean, it's still them doing supervillain shit.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah. But it's basically like, yeah, so it's like projected reliability. So because based on that mentality, it's like, okay, so I need to get new tires for my car. New tires are going to cost me $500. The price of a new car note is $500. Why would you not replace the tires on your car? Because hopefully it has better projected reliability. Rusty Turd has gone beyond the point to where it's like, even if like I actually just start a car note.
Fuck you! I just blew at your fucking kneecaps. Sorry, continue.
Give me a second. I have
Damn it! I need a drink.
But like, rip. Let's look at the stream, BC. Or general chat. The texting begins.
By the way, there is some like stuff I need to talk to you about after stream.
Oh, what's it about?
After stream, Thomas.
Is it like stuff to do with me?
No. It's stuff that I don't want out in public.
Oh, is it like severe information or like?
No, it's just stuff that I don't want to be found by the people that we'd be talking about.
Oh, here, DM it to me so I have an idea so I can dictate whether. When you get a chance, anyway.
I just died, so. Yeah, someone was speculating last night. Not naming any names.
Wait, is something on the rocks there?
No, but someone said someone said something to me and it made me think. It got me thinking. Again, tell you after stream. When will I tell you, Thomas?
After your stream.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, so it's like...
It's like nothing severe, nothing happened.
Alright. But yeah, but back on the car so we get off this topic, because this is a topic that truly does not need to be on stream.
Exactly. That's why I can't dance around.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the car. Yeah, basically, like, Rusty Turd has gotten such a low projected reliability score now, because I'm now just genuinely having a hard time finding parts that should be easy to find.
At this point, you're basically replacing all of the parts of the car.
Yeah, it's like, I've rebuilt the front suspension. Hey, it's that guy. Oh, sorry. It's like a joke you'll get. Like, I have rebuilt the front suspension. The front suspension is rebuilt. Alright? I have rebuilt, the lower belt system, like the serpentine belt system and stuff like that. I have replaced the entire brake system. I have replaced part of the interior, which is less important, but still important. I have done so much shit, yet I still can't get the car to be reliable. But now that used car prices are coming down, given that I'm spending an average of about $500 per year on repairs alone, like just repairs, nothing else, no quality of life improvements, nothing, just repairs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it anymore, because at that point it's like $500 per year. At that point I could go buy another car. Well, okay, so $500 per year on stuff that shouldn't be breaking. Like if it's like, oh shit, I just had bad luck, my tires popped. That's fine.
That happened to my dad yesterday.
What? E.
The tire on his work truck popped. Freeway.
E. Rip.
Thankfully, this is California, so he didn't die.
Yeah.
In a car wreck, which is very good because I like my dad. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
When he's not being an asshole.
Yeah.
Which, granted, he's an asshole for the same reason that you're an asshole, Tom.
That's fair enough.
Which is, he does it to fuck with people.
That's fair. I do it to fuck with people.
Exactly. That's what I say. Granted,
yeah,
I feed into it too often, but that's a me problem. It's not a him problem.
But I'm also kind of sad the two $950 Cadillacs apparently got sold.
No shit. That's a steal in any part of the country.
It depends on why they're $950.
Well, yeah, but you gotta remember, people aren't smart, Tom.
That $500 car still didn't sell, though.
Really? Yeah, I wonder what would be wrong with it. It's not as if it doesn't have a title.
No, it does have a title.
Oh, it's not that one? Oh.
No, it's at a dealership. Like, I'm not looking at, like, Facebook Marketplace.
Anymore.
I mean, I'll look for some stuff. Like, I've seen some good deals. But unfortunately, I'm not like, I don't want to play Russian roulette, because even if they do have the title, they also need like a couple other things for like the sales stuff. So at that point, it's still, I have more legal recourse to go to a buy here, pay here lot and just pay cash. Pretend I'll finance it till they put me in the finance department, then I hand them a check. Then they're really mad. Or if I do it, I'll just finance like $200 or something just to fuck with them.
Any of you guys
Where it's like they're obviously not going to make any interest off of it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm perfectly willing to finance a car that I see is reliable. So like that Malibu, if I do, I might finance it for like, I don't know, like, okay, so let's say like it's $3,000 rounded up. Probably not including fees. That means I'm just financing $1,000. Pretty doable.
You think the guy with night vision goggles would be affected worse by the flashbang?
Yeah, I think they tune it. Like they have software in it to tune it out.
Probably. And these are red night vision goggles. The other are green ones.
Yeah. Like so. Yeah. So the car part should be here tomorrow, maybe. It still hasn't shipped. My guess is it's just sitting in a warehouse around the corner. So we'll see if it gets here tomorrow. If not, then I'll start panicking, because I did actually get the email. I am moving out of here on the 5th. Out of this dorm. I will get the apartment back.
Well, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, that is good news. I mean, it's gonna be kind of difficult because knowing Rusty Turd, it's not gonna start working, so I won't have a car for a little bit. Well, I'm hoping that my efforts will go to me having a car.
Yeah, that's always the hope. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, the biggest... I've told you the problem with my car.
Yeah.
In addition to me not having a license.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, so worst case scenario, I can pull like $400 out of each month's budget from the stipend. And then if I'm working like weekends, I could probably make it back in like a couple weeks. So I'm still gonna have to work weekends though. I'm still gonna have to work. I'm still gonna have to work weekends and I'm still gonna have to work days. I also need to go grocery shopping soon. I'm getting run out of food.
I discovered that drinking milk gives you ass cancer yesterday.
Yeah. I think I really don't like it then.
Oh, drinking like cow milk gives you ass cancer.
But like, yeah, apparently I might not. My mom is only able to spare. By the way, this is on a Saturday where they have nothing to do. I'm only able to spare about 15 and 20 minutes to help me move into the apartment.
Yeah.
Being fair, that's more than I asked for.
Over here.
Or more than I expected, actually. Let me rephrase it, which was none. Because originally, Dad was saying, "No, we're not going to help you move in." As for if you have a car to move in, an emergency on your part does not need to be an inconvenience on mine.
Oh, you see. I'm not going to finish the sentence because that is legally admissible in court, what I was about to say.
Oh, well.
Threats on people's lives are not taken lightly anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not like your father's a person that I can make disappear.
Watch out, it's subject 106.
True.
People would notice he was gone. It's not like
given how much...
Billy down the street where nobody would fucking miss him because he keeps revving his fucking car up and down.
It is one of our neighbors, but
We call him Crackhead Bob.
Yeah, so let's hope Rusty Turd works like normal. That way I can just like get a car on under a normal pace and not have to work and get one in under 15 days. That would be kind of crazy. I'm still having to look at that $500 card just to see what's up with it. Because it's got like the Hemi V8, alright?
Yeah.
It's like a sleeper, effectively. What if I just bought that and it turns out it was just an awesome car?
What's the description of the car? Is
It's
it anything suspicious?
I mean, it's at the dealer, so they have to legally have a title. My guess is it.
I'm not saying like that kind of suspicious. I'm saying like it's missing fucking spark plugs or some shit.
I haven't looked at it.
Because all this time we've been like talking about missing titles and shit, but we haven't considered shit like spark plugs missing.
Well, I mean, it's a dealer, so I can just. They can't legally here wipe the OBD2 codes, which is something that a person said. So I can like see if I can start up the car. I mean, if it starts up. Honestly, if it's like $500, I see no reason to not buy it. If I can, especially if it seems more reliable than Rusty Turd. I mean, it's just like a used like '06 like Chrysler 300. So I honestly don't know why it's so cheap. Because here, like people like Chrysler cars. So I'm confused. So there must be something wrong with it, or it's just ugly. Because I mean, it is kind of an ugly car. Like a pretty car, it is not. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it could just be that it's like, it's $500, but it's also an ugly ass car, and it's a Chrysler. It's like a Hemi V8. So, but if it like looks really nice and it turns out just like some grandpa owned it and it's got like no weird tints or anything like that, I might just buy that and just see how it works out. Because again, it's $500. It also should come with like a 6-month warranty, so depending, it might just be a good idea to get that, slowly work, and then just buy another more reliable car later on. That's also a methodology of which could be done.
Where are all these fuckers coming from? This place is like a goddamn clown car.
I don't know. We'll see. You don't exactly have the money to waste on a $500 car. That's the thing.
Watch out, he's taking off. Fuck, man. Keep
But I will look forward to one thing though. Once I do get a new car, a trunk.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Rusty Turk's trunk is always kind of small. But the thing is, it also... Did I show you how badly the trunk rusted out? I mean, I didn't care because it's a trunk and I can just weld like a piece of sheet metal over it, which is, I think, what I did.
I have seen one photo of the Rusty Turk, Tom, and I don't need to see any more.
Yeah. We all have a trunk. I can put things in said trunk. I can even put groceries in the trunk, theoretically.
You can also, hypothetically, stuff a body in there. But you're not part of the mob, so why would you need to do that?
Unless I could just hypothetically, like, drive the car.
Well, also, yes, but that I thought that went without saying.
Apparently not, Rob.
Did I say something?
No. I'm just laughing at how fucked my life is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that for a second. Because, like, we were having jovial conversation, joking about stuff.
Yeah, I did talk to Madam...
for a second there.
Yeah. I did talk to Madam Tom. She is willing to help me move if it comes down to it, so...
Well, that's good. You got a good girl.
Yeah, she doesn't have, like, a big car.
But it's
Also
better than
picked the
nothing.
key up on the... yeah, it is better than nothing. And Grandpa still will let me borrow the truck. So what I can do is I can go get the truck, and then, like, the stuff that isn't, like, electronics that can actually, like, melt, I'll put in the truck. Just, like, in the bed of the truck. And then, like, the rest I will drive with Madam Tom. Now, problem with the truck is before I can use it, I do need to put the mirror back on if it's still there. Because it currently just has no rear view mirror.
I think that might be a crime in some states.
It is, but it's also being driven by an 80-year-old man, so why does anybody care?
Fair. He's not going to be seen back there anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it'll let me get groceries and get to work, so, hey. Downside, like, the tires on it are kind of bald, because Grandpa is a cheapskate, alright? Which is fair. Given that he probably doesn't care about that truck. There's no air conditioning either, so I have to be very careful when I drive it.
Make sure to keep the windows down.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, wind blowing through your hair.
I guess.
Every car's dream.
Well, right now my main concern is, like, okay, so, like, my grandpa has, like, a giant beer gut, alright? So he reclined the chair accordingly. Or, like, leaned the chair back. It's not like, yeah, that would be reclining.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem. I don't have a giant beer gut.
And, are you worried that, like, it's fucked, like, the car's seat or something?
No, the car seat is fucked. I can't move it.
Well, that explains your concern. I understand that.
So what I did when I had to, like, borrow it at one point was just scoot the seat up as close as I could, but that also makes it difficult, and my knees are, like, smacking the bottom of the dashboard. But that's the only way I can have it, like, touch, like, it's not like... like, it's not like driving on a bar stool. That's the only way I can have it set up to where it's not like driving on a bar stool, I guess is the best way to put it.
Oh, you heard the joke about the bar stools? So, 3 women in a bar. We're gonna have a contest to see how loose they are. One that's a sausage. One that's a cucumber. The third one slowly slides down the bar stool.
106 started.
Actually, now that I think about it, let me look on Facebook Marketplace. Let's see how shitty the car selection is. Alright. 3,500 is the highest I want to go for a car that I'm buying on Facebook Marketplace. We got Nissan Murano. No other information given.
I give you name of car, that is all you need know. You do not need to know make, you do not need to know model. I give you name of car, that's all you need.
Mini Cooper.
No, people are going to make Big Bang Theory joke.
2009 Mini Cooper. Just needs a starter. He said he can get it to crank. It just takes a while.
Sounds reasonable.
Actually, in those little mini BMWs, they're a little bit pain in the ass.
Like I said, sounds reasonable.
$7,000 cash price, $2,000 down payment. Wait, so fucking actual, like, Facebook people are financing cars now? Because this isn't a dealer, it's just a regular person financing a car.
He thinks you have found piece of shit.
Oh yeah, 2014 Ford actually, okay, so 2014 Ford Fusion that used to go for around $10,000 here. Now
I was
it's
not talking about car, I was talking about person selling. Being piece of shit.
no person selling piece of shit.
Okay, making sure because the way you continued on it sounded like you were talking about
What the fuck happened to this seat?
Children.
Shredded.
Children and pets.
Like, it looks like the kid kicked the back of the seat out. 1995 Lexus 400. No for me, champ. 2012 Chevy Cruze. Damn near 200,000 miles. Goddamn. Oh, this is never gonna sell. I'll just go buy this when the price is lower. Oh, it looks like he had it returned because of that. That sucks.
What happened?
2005 Scion TC, 190,000 miles, but it's a Toyota engine, so it doesn't matter. The reason he can't sell it is because it's a stick shift.
Oh.
It's a stick shift sports car.
Huh?
Yeah, Scions were originally like Toyota's foray into like sports sedans, like ironically to compete with the Rusty Turd, which is a Mitsubishi Lancer. 2,500 down for a 2006 Honda Civic?
You know,
Has some issues with gear changing. So the transmission's fucked.
There you go. There is problem.
1,500 for a 1998 Camaro. What's wrong with it?
It's a Camaro.
Oh, it used to be a track car, so it's modified to hell and back.
I mean, you.
Holy
also
shit! They weren't kidding. Modified to hell and back. The chair itself is metal, dude. Here, look on my thing for a minute. Look on my thing while you're dead.
Alright. We call this the scoliosis. Hold
That
on a
looks
minute.
so retarded.
I can't. I really need to like get a thing where I can show Discord streams without showing names.
Oh yeah. Great. 2005 Cadillac STS.
I was about to talk about Cadillac Cruiser for a second.
Actually, that looks quite nice. The thing is they do have like a $2,000 Cadillac, and I might go ahead and buy that. It's like from 2011, and it's still available. So I might go ahead and buy that, and it's like it's a Cadillac, so I can easily get like the parts for it, which is the goal. The thing is, I'm not opposed to buying a luxury car. I mean, I can't afford the maintenance on it because I do all the maintenance myself. It's a cheap fuck. But the problem is like I don't want to buy something that I immediately have to fix. That's the problem.
Yeah, I can understand that.
3,000. 0 to 3,000. Okay. We got a 2009 Cadillac STS with a sunroof, leather sunroof, and nav package with heated rear seats and heated front seats. Remote engine start, 8-cylinder variable valve timing. Fuck, I'm gonna hate that when that goes up. 164,000 miles for $2,150. I'll go look at it, see what's up. They still got that Malibu for $2,950. 2015 Chevy Malibu lowest trim. 2006 Chrysler 300 with a V8 with a Hemi V8 for $500 at 146,000. I gotta okay. You know what? I'm gonna look up this fucker's VIN. All right. For shits and grins, I'm half tempted to just buy that car.
I mean, it sounds good.
It is an ugly motherfucker.
At this point, are you in any position to be complaining about how the car looks?
No, but also
remember the Tom phrase. Yes, let's keep that in. Remember the Tom phrase.
Over there.
Your name's Phrase now. What are you right now? You are a beggar. And what are beggars not?
Choosers. That is true. Alright, so
you've been a beggar for the last month when it comes to cars.
That's fair.
Well, in fact, you've been so, I have to say it now, like, you can't afford to be choosy.
Well, to be fair, I can't, depending, I might not be able to afford it because it's got the Hemi V8 and my insurance might go like...
Does your insurance know about all the shit you did to the Rusty Turd? That turned it into a drag racer?
No, okay, so this is rear-wheel drive, so this is gonna be funny. Engine horsepower... probably around like 400. Gasoline, 8 cylinders. Have you been in any wrecks?
Sure, he just calls you Tom Frazier.
Fair enough. Okay. I will look at it just to see for shits and grins what is up with it. 2012 Kia Sportage LX 2-wheel drive, $2,650, not including taxes. The only reason that is going to be on the lot by the time I get back is because it's a manual transmission car. The car looks fine, it just looks like no one's used it. It looks fine. It just looks like a standard hood car. I bet it's got terrible gas mileage, but hey, it's not like I'm driving.
So, this is dude that does shit for my dad.
Yeah.
It's not, he's an independent contractor, he is not an employee. My dad's company does not have employees.
Yeah, okay, so it's like...
So, like, he's got this shitty beat-up car that I could not tell you the make and model of to save my life. And it gets shitty gas mileage. You wanna know why he gets shitty gas mileage, Tom?
Boy.
He hasn't gotten the oil change since he bought the car.
Ah.
He's got, like, maybe 5,000 miles on it at a minimum.
Fair.
But to also put into perspective, this guy is a crackhead. Well, he's a former rock star who now does blue-collar work, so you can imagine how that rock star thing worked out for him.
Fair enough. This car looks fine. It's just ugly, but I honestly kind of like it.
It's like a blobfish. It's ugly, but it's cool.
Here, I'm gonna stream it to you real quick. Alright, so here's the car.
I just punched the bookshelf next to my desk.
Rip. Like, it is ugly as fuck.
It's not that ugly.
I kind of like it. It has like a sleeper vibe.
Is that a... Wait a minute, what is that? Oh, that's a Chrysler. I thought it was... Oh.
Yeah, it's like a Chrysler. I bet the rust is terrible on it.
I mean...
Wait, actually, no, that's before Chrysler had the rust issues.
Huh.
Is it just because it's an Ugnug?
Also a manual.
Wait, what?
Isn't this a manual?
No?
No, it's an automatic. Oh. I mean...
They say it's pretty reliable.
I guess spring on this while you can.
I mean, no, it's not selling. I'll go see if it's, like, still available. I mean, fuck it. The V6 engine is weak. Interior materials nice. V8 engines offer, like... Yeah, I'd imagine it's quite comfortable. Engine failure is the most common complaint at around 100,000 miles. And a new engine costs about $3,000 to replace. Okay, that might... What kind of engine failure? Oh, it has an awful engine problem to watch out for. The gear shifter gets stuck in park. And I can fix that just with a hammer. There are other two engines that... I mean, what engine? Blown engine. Engine failure due to oil sludge. Oh, that's easy to fix.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds easy to fix.
Oh. Okay, so basically if I go there and I don't hear a clacking sound, that's a good thing. If I do hear a clacking sound, I'll spring on it. I bet, like, the niceties, like, the fucking heated seats are probably shit.
I mean,
if
those are a novelty at most.
I mean, it doesn't get cold enough here for me to ever use them, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
All I give a shit about is the... Imagine if this is like the most reliable car I've ever bought, and the only reason no one bought it is because it's ugly.
It's not that fucking ugly. I don't know what people get. Like, I get that...
Okay, so here...
Tom, before you go into it, I have seen luxury cars that look like fucking penises, right? Cars that go for, like, millions of dollars.
Yeah. So, like...
They look ugly as sin, and yet people are willing to pay millions of dollars to own them.
Okay, I mean, if it's between it and the Cadillac, they both kind of have the same styling, alright? I guess I'll just see if it's like, okay, so for like $500. Maybe, actually, okay, another reason maybe no one's bought it is because the people buying that also probably want the gas mileage, because they probably can't afford the gas. But the thing is, I can afford the gas. I mean, it's like a Hemi V8. It's got terrible gas mileage, my guy.
It's not that, Tom. I almost punched the bookshelf again.
Fair enough.
I'm going to break either the bookshelf or my hand, and considering that it's pallet wood, I'm probably going to break my hand first.
Get bin to 3. Office of Justice. Yeah, we're gonna look at the Office of Justice for a minute.
I see Shirty didn't at all heed the advice I gave him yesterday and bought the $500 gun that zeroed his account.
Rip.
I mean, good on you.
Drunk buy. Alright, here, give me a second. Let me look on the National Insurance Crime Bureau to see why it's so cheap. Search bin. Vehicle has not been identified as the theft. The vehicle has not been identified as a total loss either, so it's never been written off. Alright.
Oh, he's got $70 left in his account. I mean, it's still pretty... That's kind of nothing. Great seeing things.
By the way, fuck Carfax. I don't like Carfax. All right, for what they cost, they don't give you more information than fucking insurance companies.
They give you more information than the dealer.
Cover me.
Well, the dealer can. The thing is, dealers use like Carfax as to write off liability. It's really fucked. Alright, what is this car got? Detailed vehicle history. It was bought in 2018 for $8,000 at 93,000 miles. Okay. So it's a 200 car. No recalls. Historical sales. Okay. So it looks like my best guess is maybe like someone's kid bought it and then sold the car, or maybe it's like a repo or something.
Might be a repo.
Yeah. Vehicle specifications. It was made in Ontario. It is a sport. Again, check undercar for rust. V-shape.
Oh wait, I forgot. French Canadian is Quebec. Never mind.
Yeah. Manual seatbelt type.
Did I just say French Canadian?
Yeah. Safety recall. Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't. So it looks like okay. So it originally sold for whatever the sticker price was, and then in like 2018, it sold for $8,244 at 94,000 miles. So that means the person got a good amount of mileage out of it before selling it. My guess? Okay, you want to know my guess? Old person car. You know, it's got that old person vibe. You know, old people love cars like that. And then my guess is, old person died, child sold it, the end. Because I'm not seeing any theft reports or accident reports. So, there's no accident. Unless it's been unregistered for a while, and this would come up with it, because that would be considered a discrepancy. My guess is it's just been driven by two people. Fuck it, I'll buy it. Worst case scenario, I'm out the $500. What is the interior look like?
Oh yeah, another thing that just occurred to me that KJ constantly complains about.
Mm-hmm.
He'll complain if the AI in a game uses tactics against him.
Oh, he's gotta fucking hate Half-Life.
He'd hate basically. He'd hate fear. He'd hate any game with like squad AI mechanics.
Okay,
because
so it looks like it's...
because in like his mind, it's the AI. It's supposed to be stupid. I'm the flesh and blood person. Bro, you're a fucking English major.
Yeah. It looks like it's just gonna need a new stereo, doubled-in stereo specifically. Actually, this looks like it might be the deal of a century.
Yeah.
Because if like the interior isn't too trashed. Because I am also a detailing god, because Rusty Turd did not look like that originally. So if it just needs a detailing, and that's it. I actually kind of like the interior. It's got like that gaudy fucking wood grain. You know, like the wood grain in cars that I really like. And it's like it got the beige interior, so honestly, I kind of like it. It's gonna just be like a grandpa's house. I'll leave like a ham in there.
Leave the ham in your car, you'll get maggots. And
leave it in there to get that nice cooked ham smell. Leave it in there to get the nice cooked ham smell, and then take it out.
Still, like, don't like do that. Get mothballs instead. Use Ben Gare mothballs.
Fair enough.
That's
but
how
yeah,
you get
so
the old man smell.
That's it. Okay. So if I got, because like my first paycheck will literally be $500. All right. I will just go look at the car, and if it looks nice, I will buy the car.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Because it's $500, and if it works longer than Rusty Turd, and I'm willing to bet it'll work at least a month, then why do I care? That make any sense?
Yeah.
And it's also got like the nice sunroof and stuff like that. So it's got convenience and comfort, AC, auto dimming rear view mirror, adjustable steering wheel, automatic headlights, climate control, cruise control. My fucking girlfriend's texting me again. It's okay. Multi-zone AC. That's pretty cool, actually, especially for the time.
Damn, people must have thought it was the car of the future back in the day.
Yeah. Because my thing is, alright, so I will make the money back off of it just on scrap, assuming it's okay.
Sorry, wait, what? I didn't understand that statement.
I'd make the money back on scrap. I'd get $400 out of it just in scrap money, assuming it's shit.
Ah, okay.
So it's like, what do I lose, $100?
Yeah.
AKA, there's actually really no risk for me to get it, because if it's like anywhere near nice and it works, why do I care? And if it's like a really nice luxury car, then fuck it. 140,000 miles on the odometer.
I hurt myself today. I don't know what I did. At least I think I hurt myself.
Yeah. But yeah, so I get $540 in 1 week.
Yeah, I just like pinched my testes in a weird way while digging that hole.
Here, I'll be right back.
Probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but whatever. It's out there now.
He's over there. Hold your fire. Don't worry. Grenade out. Grenade out.
Oh. Slow down. Take it easy. Have this
Target sighted. Subject water.
How did... That was 3 bullets.
Cover me. Target. We got a man down. Get to cover now. What the fuck? I'm moving. He's over here. Subject 106. Trying to move! Grenade out. Target in my sight. Grenade out. Throwing a grenade! Coconut fork!
Fucking die, please, all of them.
Grenade out! Team, run! Flag out. Right behind him.
Damn it.
Watch out!
Wow, I have awful accuracy.
Your head down. Over it. Grenade down. Taking the shot. Take your fire. Hostage.
I... Ooh. 34. 33. 32. Pump fast enough. 28. 6. 5.
You'll be fine, Avenger. Maintaining that suppressive fire. Son of a bitch. There he is! Get behind something! Suppressing! Get you now, bitch!
sweet, new chapter record of Ragnarok. Fucking great. I just stuck a landmine through.
Subject 103.
Wow.
Engaging target. Got you now, motherfucker!
I can't slide. I can't escape from danger. Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be truly alone. Why is the fucking YouTube live counter say I have viewers now? Like, I know Tom left, but sure he was here. And it still said there was nobody here, but he was still here, so what's up with YouTube?
Hostiles.
I can't fucking move.
Got everybody get the cover! Take this!
I'm having a waking nightmare. I'm seeing colors in the sky. Yes, Shirty, before you say anything, I did see what that you just sent me $1 for a reason. I know what the reason is, but I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of reading it live. Reading it out.
Grenade out.
I want the... There we go.
Gonna friendly down. Shit.
Hi, KJ. Welcome.
I'm actually clicking all the way. I don't have my headphones.
Welcome.
Hey man, how's it going?
Pain.
Streaming?
Yes.
Cool.
I've been on this one level since I started, basically, and from a little bit of last time. It's really hard.
Let me get to your channel. Rob.
I put it in, like, general.
Yeah, But then I'll open my Google Chrome, and I'm using Opera GX a little bit right now.
I mean, if you set Opera GX to your default browser, it'll open in that.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be my default browser. I want to use it when it's like open, or if I'm doing graphically intensive stuff. You know, like editing or stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I'm doing a bunch of stuff in the background.
I should probably get around to installing Opera GX.
It's just so it takes up less RAM than Chrome. I don't mind using Chrome. My computer has more than enough RAM, and it's more than powerful enough that it doesn't affect my life. But, you know.
And
yeah.
Tom just put the word penis in chat.
How you doing, Tom? How you doing?
He may have finally found the solution to his car problems.
That is awesome.
Like, actually nice car.
Mm-hmm.
I dug a hole today. That was my blue-collar work shift.
Nice. Yeah, it's cleaning day on Friday, so that's what we were doing today.
I need to... The biggest problem I have with this game, at this moment in time, there's nothing really in the way of character upgrading. Like, there's no way I can increase, like, my bullet time or my invisibility period.
He's on a move.
It stays the way it is the entire game.
Oh, I just realized the audio's coming out the wrong place. Let me fix that. Yeah, I'm playing DMC5.
How are you now?
Yeah. Because I'm like, I have all these games. I got like the extended storage for the PlayStation. So now, all in all, I have 2.7 gigabytes of storage, basically. So almost 3 gigs. 3 terabytes of storage. I have like 80 games on this thing. I gotta start like playing them. And the thing is like I've been playing a lot of Dead Cells and Returnal, and those are roguelikes, so those are games that are gonna take me forever to beat. So I was like, let me play a game.
Yeah, no, literally.
Being
someone who knows more about Dead Cells than you, that will take like actual months of time.
I got really far with one though. I got really far.
JJ, I'm gonna let you know a little secret about roguelikes. There's always more than one ending.
I mean, I don't care about more than one ending. I just care about the end of the game.
Yeah, that's not the end of the game.
No, what I mean by more than one ending.
The end of your first run is not the end of the game. That's just the end of the content you have at that point. You unlock more content as you play through the game.
I mean, I thought I'd have to just buy DLC, which I probably would at some point.
I don't think Dead Cells has DLC. Let me check.
Yeah, it has like $20 worth.
Oh.
Tons of DLC. The Castlevania DLC, the bunch of level packs and everything. It's a whole thing.
More than just that.
It's a lot of levels. A lot of levels that they added. Just to integrate the run. Like, how far did I get? Like, I'm trying to look to see, like, generically, how far did I get in the base game. Oh, I got to the final boss.
Did you now?
Yep, I'm looking at it. I just died in the final boss.
What is the
I actually almost beat the game. I don't think it has a name, but it's this guy guarding the king, and as soon as you kill the king,
yeah, it's called the Hand of the King. They tell you the name of the boss right before you fight him.
Oh, okay.
Like that big stone guy. They call him the concierge.
I guess I just did not read it, or
You're a fucking English major.
I was with my girlfriend at the time when I was playing it, okay? I was talking with her and playing the game at the same time.
You can't be like, oh, I didn't read it. Man, you're gonna be reading for your career.
And I just didn't read that one thing, I'm sorry. I didn't read the name of the boss, or if I did read it, I definitely forgot it. But, yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I got right in front of the final boss. I just died. I almost beat the game. That's so crazy. I'm so mad that I was that close to beating the game.
The whole point of roguelikes is that you can never really beat them.
I mean, you beat the main, like you get to the end and you see an ending, and then boom, you beat the game. But they're replayable. They're infinitely replayable.
Yeah.
You know, because you can just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. And probably when you beat it, you get like some level ups. But yeah, I got pretty close to beating the game after. So now that actually reinvigorates me to play the game again, considering how close I was to winning. Considering how little content I unlocked at the time, I was just having a really good run. I got a really good weapon pretty early on, and I was speeding through the early section, so I kept getting good weapons. So then I just almost won.
Congratulations.
I had a... Yeah, I guess if I had to tell anyone the secret to winning in Dead Cells, get the freeze sword. It breaks bosses.
Here's my tip. Use the wolf trap.
I hate the wolf trap. I hate it. I'd rather use the dash and the healing vial.
The wolf trap doesn't replace your healing vial.
Yeah, it does. No. There's a syringe that has a healing thing in it. That's really busted. It's part of my main thing. I'll either have that or the thing that automatically shoots for you. You know, the turret. Yeah,
I'm just saying that because most bosses are immune to crowd control effects like freezing.
They actually aren't. They're not. Well.
They're not immune to the other aspects of freezing, but they will not be held in place by freezing.
Oh no, they get held in place just long enough for me to get a bunch of attacks, and they get stunned if I keep freezing them. It works.
Most of the wolf trap where it just works on basically everything except like 2 bosses. And one of which is actually the final boss.
Well,
everything is weak to the fucking wolf trapping.
It seems everything's weak to freezing. I never encountered a boss that I couldn't just freeze. Like, I'm not saying they would be frozen forever, but I don't need them to be frozen forever to get a lot of hits. That's not what I'm using it for. But as soon as you hit them, they break out of freezing anyway. So I'm just getting them so they can't attack me. Because freezing them resets their attack pattern. They don't continue their attack, they have to reset.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when something gets hit with something like that.
And because it does that, it makes my life way worse. That's why I like it. If I get a freezing weapon, I try to keep it. And now I know... Man, I'm so mad that I was so close to the final boss. I mean, not so close. I was hitting. I was fighting the final boss, and I just died right before he died. I was so close to. But yeah, maybe this time, finally, I will beat DMC5. I might beat it. Maybe. I need to beat... It's like, there's a lot of games I need to get to, because I gotta get through my PlayStation 5 exclusive lineup, because I gotta beat Returnal, God of War, and Final Fantasy 16. But I kinda can't, because I also gotta work on YouTube stuff. So because I'm working on YouTube stuff, I just do not have the time to dedicate like 100 hours to Final Fantasy 16. Or the 50 to 60 hours it'll take to beat God of War the way that I play God of War. Because I basically play it like I'm 100%. And Returnal, I only got to the second world out of, I think, like 4 or 5. Where's the entertaining commentary?
Do you want fucking play this?
What is it?
Play it's Trepang 2 again.
I know Trepang too, but I mean, like it's like a shooter thing, right?
Yes, it is. I got bullet time. It's fun, and I can dual wield shotguns.
Sounds like Max Payne 2.
Except not.
Yeah.
Not every game that has. Well, I mean, it's not Max Payne. It's Fear. 2 different games.
Yeah.
I like Fear more.
I need to get to the Max Payne games. Too bad I have to like emulate all of them because none of them are like available on modern hardware.
Wait a second. Did Rockstar make those?
Yep, the Rockstar games.
Okay,
So
never
you
mind.
know none of them are. Yeah, you know they're not available on modern hardware.
You know they're also not getting ported either.
Exactly.
Rockstar does not like supporting old shit.
It is crazy the gap between Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2 graphically, though. They have...
Something that I enjoy. I don't really enjoy it right now because I've been getting my ass kicked for... Let me just check how long it's been. Been an hour of me on this same section, mind you.
Jesus Christ. What you gotta do to beat it?
Well, there's a bar at the top. That's the hack meter. And I gotta hack 3 servers. I'm on server 2 of 3.
Alright, alright. So what's the issue?
Well, for one, I'm on extreme.
Ooh, that'll do it.
I'm on a difficulty that the devs themselves have trouble with.
That's never good.
They go out and say, yeah, we have trouble with this one too, so good luck. This is a 1 level below the hardest difficulty, which is called Rage Mode.
Oh. Oh, no, so they were just... What's Rage Mode? Just kick you in the dick in real life? Just perpetually?
Well, Rage Mode, stealth is out the window. Because there is limited stealth. The enemies can lose track of you. Their AI is to that point.
That's cool.
Also, yeah, no, they never lose track of you. They just never lose track of you. There's a message that pops up if you try to select Rage Mode that says, the publisher wanted us to take this out.
Because they thought it would be too mean.
Also, oh. You know, I'm glad that DuckTales left as soon as he popped in.
Oh, well, why?
Because he would have annoyed me. Instead of getting angry, I would have punched something.
Oh, no.
Because that's what I've been doing. Instead of screaming, I've been punching things.
Oh, man.
Problem is, the thing I've been punching is very solid.
That's probably not helping you get any better. There, I put it as the label to the call. Rob is shrewd. Oh, I heard that.
At least I have no worries about it breaking anytime soon.
Oh, Tom said a bunch of stuff in chat that I totally missed because I wasn't looking at the screen. I was doing the first.
He's continuing our conversation. I have been reading it, but
oh, you just haven't been.
I can't really read it out loud because that would require attention.
Well, you should just told me to read it, man. I'm here. I'm a mod on your channel, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. That did happen. Who's no, that's Tom and you. I wonder if Sean's gonna show up like he has the past 3 times I've streamed.
Oh, he just happened to just be here.
Other Sean, not your Sean.
Oh, okay.
I think he's Mr. Sneed in the server now.
Oh, he's not Frog Guy?
No, he's got the same profile picture though.
Every time I read anything he posted, I always just read it in the most dead inside voice because of his PFP.
I mean, he does. I mean, that's not incorrect.
It's just very funny to me. It's just like I realize how much PFPs shape how I envision people talk.
That being said, though, that frog in his profile picture is high.
I know. But he also looks dead inside. That's why he got high.
Oh yeah, they also throw a fuck ton of grenades on this difficulty. That's been caused a lot of my deaths.
Oh, just throw them back.
This isn't one of those games.
Oh no.
This isn't one of those games where you can just throw grenades back at people. You're not supposed to do that.
I'm so mad that they took that feature out of Uncharted 4. Because, like, it was in Uncharted 3, they added the ability to throw grenades, and they said, alright, in the next one, remove it. Why? Why did you remove it?
Wait,
that was like the
they
that was
removed
like
the
best
ability
feature.
to throw grenades, period?
No, but you couldn't throw an enemy's grenade and throw it back at them if you time it right. That was a whole feature in Uncharted 3. It was like, oh, but they took it out in 4. I don't know, for realism most likely, knowing because it's modern Naughty Dog. They took out a cool, fun feature for realism. Sounds like them. The game's still amazing. I still love Uncharted 4, but like, it's still it's still my favorite Uncharted. But why'd they take out? I know they didn't take out that feature for any good reason.
Got a visual! There!
Truth be told, grenades have like a 4-second fuse. So if you did try to pick one up and throw it back, you would die.
Yeah, I know. But it's cool in a video game to be able to just, like, do that. Like, you're so skilled, and it's just like, oh, you threw the grenade back, oh no! Also, allowed for the grenades seems to get crazy, and also added a new layer to combat.
Oh, yeah, no, that's why I don't, like, read chat right now. I just looked at chat, and then I died. I got shredded.
Oh, sorry, I just pulled off a really cool combo.
Yeah, I know, that feels good.
The
rank
walls
was it?
now have artillery.
He's talking about Alex's Discord server.
Oh.
Alex's first mistake was inviting Pimpton to that server.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. Like, you should have took AAA's advice. Where AAA said, I will never, ever play Minecraft with you, or I will kill you. Oh, I forgot you can charge those. I forgot you could charge the devil arms. I totally forgot. I haven't been doing that this whole time.
I don't do it either.
And I'm so mad because I forgot that it also breaks it, so I just wasted Helter Skelter, which is one of the best charge ones.
Especially if you're dealing with Scudo Angelos. Little shield dudes. Breaks shields. Breaks guard. It's real nice.
This game really is a sequel to DMC Devil May Cry.
Yeah, like they took all the good ideas.
Yeah. Because it is closer to DMC Devil May Cry than to 4. I'm gonna be real.
Well, I mean, Dante's abilities in DMC Devil May Cry took heavily from Nero.
Because Nero was meant to simplify it in the first place, just so new players
Nero
could
was
feel more comfortable.
Yeah, because at that point they had started making Dante the expert character.
He was for longtime fans, and Nero was for newbies.
At the same time, Nero's design in 5 also just takes inspiration from DMC Devil May Cry Dante.
Yeah, exactly. It is such a sequel to that game more than anything else.
The only difference is we don't have Neckbeard Virgil, which is a positive.
It's like, and the thing is, the whole thing with like with the guy like who made 4-3 and everything.
Itsuno.
He actually, Itsuno. He like
I know he likes it.
He's like,
it's not a bad game.
Yeah.
It's just
like, I wish it caught on because like I had ideas for it, but didn't catch on. People didn't like it, so we went back to stuff that people did like.
He's over there! Grenade out. Go back and fire!
And, people had fun with it. Then Virgil came out, and he entirely broke the game in half.
As he does every time.
Every game he's in, he breaks. Because it's Virgil.
Except Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
No, he breaks that one too.
I don't know, he seems balanced. He seems balanced.
He is not. People hate fighting Virgil. He is so easy to just stomp people with. That being said, I can turn enemies into grenades.
That's pretty cool.
Which, I mean, if you were to think about it, I'm just pulling the pin on their harness. And throwing them. Which, I'm guessing the point is to use them as a bowling ball, because you can knock people over. You know? Bowling ball, pins. You throw one guy to another guy, and they both die. Also, I'm strong enough to throw one guy at another guy.
Awesome.
I am a super soldier after all, with the express purpose of killing a lot of people.
Yeah, this is lady. They make you. This game has really fast pacing. It's like not that long, right? It's like
I mean, it's the same length as all the other games.
Yeah, it's like, which is crazy that they charge this game for. I mean, I'm not saying this game isn't worth $60. It's just Capcom had balls to sell a game this short for $60 in 2019. Considering how people react to this type of stuff, where they go like, oh, I want my game to be 50 hours long, or that it's not worth it. You know, those people.
You mean Dennis? Not Dennis, DuckTales.
DuckTales, there's a lot of people like that. They're all over.
I mean, the biggest problem that I would have had with the game if I had bought it at launch is that then they decided to add Bloody Palace, like, later.
Yeah.
Virgil I understand, because Virgil's never come out with the standard edition of a game. That's tradition at this point. Shit, that's a riot shield! So did I ever tell you the challenge that I did on my first playthrough when I finally got to mission 19?
What did you do?
I called it the Street Fighter Challenge. I could only use Balrog and Royal Guard.
Oh god.
It was actually kind of fun.
Sounds like such a pain.
Why?
Only can do melee. No distance.
I'm sorry. How many ranged weapons does Dante really have that don't root him in place? The answer to that question is 2. And one of them is short range, so it might as well be a melee weapon. He has Ebony and Ivory, and that is it.
I like the shotgun.
Yeah, but it's a melee weapon. Although I will say it was kind of funny at one time where I just spammed the roll move for Gunslinger, where you just roll around shooting people with the shotgun. That was kind of funny. Because you could just do that forever. Like, by design. Another problem is that, like, it's really hard to pick up the gun that you want if there's a pile of them on the floor. I wanted the submachine gun. I didn't want the pistol.
Yeah. Subject 106.
And because my guns are modified and so are theirs, I'll end up picking the pistol, like 3 different pistols. That being said, if you ever play, like, Fear, and you don't spend 90% of your time jumping around in slow-mo with pistols, you're kind of playing the game wrong, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like playing Max Payne without using the adrenaline shit. You don't do that. It's like, you're kind of sucking the fun out of things. I sucked. Tom's credit score just went up, apparently.
Watch out, there's something. Keep your head down.
One thing that I do think was a weird decision in this game was to not have Kyrie in it, like, at all, except for that one phone call near the end of the game. Kind of weird decision.
Also, the scene where Nero loses his arm.
Yeah, but, yeah, both those scenes she's off-screen.
I mean, she wasn't really...
She was at least on-screen before, you know, it's better than off-screen voice.
And to be fair, it's better than nothing at all. It could have been so much worse. Like, yeah. Same time, she does still serve
I don't know.
an important part of the plot.
I know Kyrie just not being on screen just reminds me this game was still somehow made on a budget.
Yeah.
It's just the RE engine is just really, really good.
And also they had a bunch of assets they had made for other stuff.
Yeah, that they just kind of reused here, so it kind of like all worked out.
Yeah. Then the meme of the lawn chair came around, and I ran with it because it's funny.
Wow, what's the
So when Virgil shows up, because it's not really the game's old now. Everyone knows that Virgil shows up at the end. He sits down waiting for Dante at the top of the tree. Because, of course, Dante and Virgil. Best fights in the series were always Dante and Virgil. Even in DMC Devil May Cry, it's the best fight in the game.
Yeah.
It's because, like, you have to try really hard to fuck up a rival battle.
Unless you're Sonic the Hedgehog.
Actually, to fuck up a real rival battle. And not something, not a rival battle that you just called a rival battle, but is just... yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Virgil sits down in a chair made of the fucking Clyfoth tree. And, a mod on PC turned it into a lawn chair. That's the joke. There's the meme. It also turns Urizen's throne into a lawn chair. So he's just sitting in a big lawn chair.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember. I mapped Nightmare and Griffin to L1 and L2 because I didn't.
I mapped Nightmare to the D-pad.
Yeah, I might think to L1 and L2.
Like Griffin, yeah, I mapped him to L2.
Double triggers, triangle.
That's a weird one. Isn't Nightmare Devil Trigger though? At least V's Devil Trigger?
Circle is finishing blow. I when I played him, I like took a device of someone else and like moved the controls around.
I mean, yeah, that's a really good idea.
Which is putting them on the putting Nightmare, Griffin, and Shadow on the triggers and the bumpers, except for lock and running with them like that. So then you have your thumbs free for all your secret gadgets. And also it makes the game feel different.
It sounds like it would feel a bit awkward at first.
I guess I've never played it the base way, so this is just the only way I know how to play the game.
Another really cool feature that I wish was added from Fear was the NPCs reacting to your bullet time. because...
Like, they're like, what's going on, man?
Yeah, it was actually stuff like that. It's like, he's too fast!
That's really funny.
Yeah. Also, the shotgun was comedically overpowered in that game. Like... It reloaded in a second, it had 12 rounds. Ammo was everywhere because it was a common weapon. It's just like made sense to use the shotgun in that game.
Yeah. Having Griffin and them on the triggers is so much better, feels so much more comfortable. And then just holding R1 for lock-on. I like it.
I mean, R1 for lock-on is the base thing.
I know. I'm just saying, like, having like R1 for lock-on while just using my other fingers to get
I
it
show
done.
up on Musician Nerd streams whenever he plays Devil May Cry, and, like, he doesn't lock on at all.
You know, you'd be surprised how many people don't lock on in any game, and then wonder why they're missing. Unless it's Zelda.
I mean, Ganondorf literally takes away your lock-on in Ocarina of Time, so yeah. There's no real point to relying on it. Just like there's no real point in relying on focus attacks in Sifu.
I need to get back to Sifu. I have a lot of games to play, but I know nearly enough. I would literally have to just stop doing YouTube and just go back to my old ways of doing nothing all day. I'd have to force myself to be less busy, break up with my girlfriend, and then just hide out in my room and just play video games all day. That's the only way I would
Brain Cell doesn't watch these streams. Actually, no, wait, she does!
I'm just saying that's the only way I would actually, like, you know...
have the time to play the games, yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to me, who has no obligations. And, I mean, what am I gonna do?
It's like, because sometimes when, like, you're, like, you do have that free time, you don't want to play a new game. You want to play an old game. And also, it's hard for me to constantly play new games, but that's mostly just because I'm not used to it. When I was a kid, I would have, like, almost no games, and I'm used to just playing the same games over and over and over again. It's just kind of like my standard.
I don't want the solid snake pistol. There we go. A holdover of modern games, though, was not in the demo or previous versions. You do have limited regenerating health.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Do you play DLC in turbo mode?
None of the versions I have turbo.
Really? What? I'm pretty sure the PC version of Wii has turbo mode.
I just never used it. Like, it was fine. I don't have Sonic Brain Rot.
Well, this isn't Sonic Brain Rot. The game's just more fun in turbo. It's faster. It's not about movement speed, it's just combat. Combat's fun at fast pace. Devil May Cry is already a fast-paced series. Just speed. It's fun.
You already see you saw how I was doing on normal speed.
Yeah, but you're also playing at a super high difficulty. You're better at the game than I did.
Exactly. I didn't need that going faster, man. You also see how bad I'm doing at a game that is already fast-paced on a high difficulty.
I think you do good. I think you do good. Oh, there we go. That's where we're at.
Fuck you, bitch! You're the one I came here for, Rama!
Take cover.
Oh, your credit score went up? Nice.
Hey. No. I need my hand to not be broken for this. Calm down. But yeah, I mean, turbo would be nice for V, but 5 doesn't have turbo mode on PC.
That's so weird.
They never released Special Edition on PC.
It's so weird that they locked at the consoles.
Is it on Xbox? I thought it was only on, like... I think Special Edition is exclusive to... Is it not?
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on a second.
I thought it came out on Xbox also. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's on Xbox too.
Yeah, I'm
it's a console exclusive.
Yeah, I think I would know that it was a PS5 exclusive. Like, I own one.
The box art is dog shit, though.
Oh, no, it's terrible. I hate it. The worst thing about the game is the box art. And also that, you know, the ray tracing kills performance. Like, really bad.
I mean, the ray tracing is kind of pointless in that game.
Yeah, that's why I just always play.
You're not playing Devil May Cry for fancy lighting. You're playing it for fancy combos. And also, the ray tracing isn't even that good.
Yeah, it's not good ray tracing. It was like weird. It's like they didn't know what to do, so they like half-assed it, and it just does not look that good.
Yeah.
Cover me.
I still don't get why they never brought Legendary Dark Knight to PC.
Yeah, it still doesn't make sense. Like, I guess on some hardware it wouldn't be able to run it, obviously, but like you still.
Yeah, but nowadays, I mean, dude,
there's definitely more hardware that can run it now.
Actually, I was about to say, no, you haven't seen Virgil's gameplay. The sheer number of particles he produces with his attacks would tank older rigs.
I bet. Sounds about right.
And also, like, the concentration gauge, where his attacks get even more particle effects.
Penis.
Hey, Tom. Welcome to the...
We're not playing the penis game, Tom. I was that guy that hated playing the penis game in school so much. I remember the
penis cult.
No, this is a different thing.
What are you talking about? What kind of weird school teachers did you have?
No, Tom, the penis game is where you just say penis real quiet and whoever taps out loses. Whoever doesn't want to say penis loses. Because you gotta keep getting louder.
I thought he was referencing me talking about the penis cult, and I was like, bro, that's something you created.
Wait, penis what?
Yeah, the Pinos cult. That's
Pinos.
Oh yeah. Those are in the before times.
No, that was not the before times.
That was Kingdom Hearts 3, Tom.
No, that was... I think that was... Oh yeah, that was Kingdom Hearts 3. I was doing the bosses.
That's in the before times when I had the apartment. And that's in the before times when I had the apartment and the car and the money.
That's how you grade your life now. It's like, that's the before times.
Yeah.
That's also, like, one of the few recordings of Madame Tom's voice.
Those are in the times where I'm not actually considering working, like, 3 jobs.
It's like, when life actually was easier, comparatively.
When life didn't suck lemons.
I wish I had lemons.
Did you know lemons aren't natural?
No, I did not know
Most
that.
fruits we eat aren't natural, dude. I
mean lemons themselves never occurred naturally.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean most fruits we eat are natural? Like, what do you mean by that?
He's talking about grown with, like, shit.
It's not even that. Even, like, back in the times where before genetic modification, we still genetically modified our shit. You know watermelons used to look really different, right?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Or the fact that bananas aren't actually bananas.
That one was due to bacterial, like, thing.
That was due to a big oopsie. But yeah. But we're gonna see if we get Rusty Turd to work at some point, and then I'm actually having to just buy a $500 card just to see how shit it is.
Tom, just look at the call.
I know.
You have spent so much of your life on the Rusty Turd.
That's fair. I'll look at the car. If it's not
shit... The Rusty Turd is like a girl that won't put out.
Oh no, he used to put out really easily, but now
Rusty Turd is like r/dead bedrooms.
Rusty Turd's like
just
my
depressing.
What's dead bedroom? I had no idea.
Do not look at that subreddit. It's fucking depressing.
It's people who can't get it up.
Oh.
No, it's not that. It's
it's
people.
Half people who can't get it up. The other half, it's depressing. Like Tom said.
Yeah, it's actually like It's basically a subreddit where it's like you're actually exploring like the physical side of a dead relationship.
Like, what do you mean, like the physical side of it? Like just the lack of sex and everything.
Yes.
Passion.
I could just watch a movie about that.
No, it's,
I could just watch
it's-
Twilight.
Okay, there's Twilight, and then there's like actually depressing, like, yeah, dude, your wife's cheating on you definitely, and you're the only one who doesn't know it. Level shit.
He's right here. Come on.
Like, it is genuinely sad. Do not go there. And it's not like the kind of sad like, oh, I'm watching people get executed who don't deserve it. No, this is just regular sad, which honestly hits home a little bit more.
Like, everyone has to tell the guy, like, you get cheated on, bro.
No, that's r/relationships. Tell me I'm wrong, though. Where it's like all the advices just break up.
A thing that I discovered recently that was, like, very intriguing to me was this, like, sexual site or whatever. And even people's deranged explanations or like deranged confessions. There was a lot of incest. A lot of incest.
Sorry,
An
I had a
absurd
little
amount
comment
of
stuck.
What
an absurd amount of incest.
on God's green earth are you talking about?
A confessional site.
Dun, 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 dun.
I so many people were having sex with their aunts or their uncles or their sisters or their brothers.
The fuck?
So much incest happens in this country, bro, and we just don't know about it, man.
I mean, and that makes sense
in a few
to
states,
the
first
South.
cousin incest is very legal.
Subject 106, short.
So much.
Before you make any jokes about Alabama, I don't
It's
think
illegal
it's one
there.
of those. It's
Yeah, it's
legal
not-
in California to marry your cousin.
It's a cousin, which is like one of the more acceptable ones.
It's the only
weird.
acceptable one. And when I say acceptable, I'm using the word acceptable about as loose as a 30-year-old stripper.
It's like you know, like we. It's like you will be frowned upon for doing it, but like technically, it's not illegal.
Speaking of inbreeding,
Spanish Habsburgs. Sorry.
And also, the kid won't be that messed up, you know.
I was gonna mention Conan O'Brien.
Oh, what about him?
He took a DNA test. He's 100% Irish, which like doesn't happen.
That's
Yeah, that's actually kind of rare.
Yeah, you know what the
What Irish-
genealogist told him?
what?
It means you're inbred.
Oh, why is it?
Speaking of inbred, does anybody know of Inbird, Alabama?
KJ, even the most Irish of Irish people are like have like a something
They at
else
least
in them.
have some other thing in them.
Like they'll
That
have
means
some
they're
other
more
kind of
inbred than the British royal family, dude.
makes them. Well, actually, not really.
Not really. I mean, you could be one race. That doesn't mean like you're inbred.
Oh, okay, no, KJ, you don't understand. It's like saying you're 100% Congolese, not 100% African.
Because African means because like Africa is a massive country with a lot of different kinds of
Massive country? You mean massive continent?
continents.
Stupid American calling it a freaking country. They
Hey,
always-
assholes! I have been suffering for an hour. I'm sorry that my prefrontal cortex isn't using the right words.
Fair enough.
Fair
But like,
I'm lucky I can even form sentences right now with how furious I am.
but no, I am genuinely just have tempted to go get an auto loan and just pull out the auto loan and just go get it. It's like off the lot, new. 5 miles because they have to put at least 5 miles on the odometer before they can sell it.
Why? To prove that it works?
No, it's to prevent odometer fraud. So like basically between 5 and 20 miles is considered a brand new car in my state because too many people like use like OBD2 to wipe the odometer and then sell the car as new when it's actually got 20,000 miles on it. Because you got to remember, especially new cars, 20,000 miles isn't that much unless you think it's at 25 miles. Then you're going to start hashing out for repairs that should really not be new car repairs. But the thing is, in my city, the reason that law was passed is because they got lobbied to not repeal the law of buyer beware on any car lot until very recently. So it's like, well, it's not my fault I rolled back the odometer. You're just supposed to know that I rolled back the odometer.
You're just supposed to know to check if I roll back the odometer.
Again, I've met more respectable pedophiles than car salesmen, which says a lot.
Yeah, nah, man, I hate car people, bro. They're like the worst sometimes.
Okay, there's car people, and then there's car salesmen, which are an entirely different species.
Car people and car mechanics. I hate mechanics so much, dude.
Dude, okay, so funny thing about that. Mechanics are not the problem that you're thinking of. It's the fucking billing department. Most mechanics don't make any money because they gotta pay for their own tools, but they're also paid a flat rate, alright? I would actually rather. Also, there's also your car's too cheap. It's called fuck you pricing. It's basically saying that your car is not worth fixing. We're gonna upcharge you a lot so you don't fix your car and just get rid of it effectively. There's also we don't want to do it pricing too, which is a very similar phenomenon.
Which they shouldn't be allowed to do.
Well, it's okay. So the thing is. Again, a mechanic's not going to straight up tell you, like, look, man, your car's not worth fixing. For the price of fixing this car, you can go buy yourself something very much better, alright? They're not allowed to tell you that.
How come they're not allowed to tell you that?
But they're allowed to upcharge you. Again, it's never it's almost never the tech, it's always the manager.
Manager would fire if they told you that, because then they couldn't upcharge you on.
Also, most of those managers are used car salesmen. I want that to sink in too.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
It's not the people, it's the management.
But yeah, and then like the reason independent mechanic shops charge so much money is because they only have like one mechanic working on it, and honestly, that's how much the price should be if it's like a gasket or something, depending on the gasket. But just hating on like a general profession just because you got bad experiences is kind of shit.
Okay.
It's like saying I hate black people because one mugged me.
What? No.
Kind of.
For me, it's no.
Same logic.
How many times have you been screwed by a mechanic?
How many times have I been screwed by a mechanic? Every single time they close at like the earliest time imaginable instead of working normal hours like everybody else. Oh yeah, I gotta go fix my car. Well, I can only do it after work. Well, too bad. The mechanic closes at 2 p.m. and they open at 11 a.m. Man, it sucks.
And you just have shitty mechanic shops.
Dude, that's a shitty mechanic shop. That's like...
That's not the mechanic, that's your fault for choosing the wrong mechanic shop.
Every single one I've been to in California, they close so early. I'm over-exaggerating, obviously, with the 2 p.m.
Dude, do not go to the chain mechanic shops. They are shit.
I'm not even talking about chain mechanics. I'm talking about, like, home-owned people. They're never open. They're closed all day. They never
DM me the shops. DM me the shops.
There's like 2 mechanic shops by my school, and like they're never open. And I was like, oh, this sucks.
Well, also, what are you having them do? That's another thing.
No, it's not about having them do. It's about I need to drop off my car, and then they like, man, we're closed. Even though like it's like I'm sorry, I have a life during the day.
KJ, and I hate to tell you this. There might be a reason they're doing that to you. Because you're an asshole on the phone.
No, I don't talk to them on the phone. I just pull up and go like, "Hey, sir." It's like, oh yeah, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well, our hours are this." Blah 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 blah. I'm an asshole in this call in this Discord. When I talk to actual people, I'm actually very cordial and nice.
Fair enough.
It's
But
even if I vehemently hate a profession or I think someone's being really annoying, like I was complaining about tips yesterday, but I was still like nice to the guy like when we were talking, like when I was talking to him, but like I was complaining, but but he didn't see me complain because that's not what I do.
Oh yeah. By the way, okay, so there's a reason like shops actually close that early. By the way, it's not to fuck you. It's to fuck the employees.
Well,
again, it's management. It's not the.
Well, the management sucks, and I need them to.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is news.
But that's also why we genuinely have. But that's also why we genuinely have a mechanic shortage right now. Like that's why like other mechanics can charge so much money, because what are you gonna do? Go to the chain shop and get fucked? They get commission for every part they sell from like the cheapest part manufacturer.
I need a drink.
That's why you get like a good mechanic is like a best friend. You hold on to them for life.
You know, at least up here in the high desert, there's semi-better mechanics. Problem is, they're all like people's houses and garages.
Dude, those are the best mechanics. They do the best fucking work.
But I don't. How am I supposed to trust their work to this some guy in a
Dude,
garage?
their reputation is everything. If they lose rep, they're fucked.
Well, the thing is, the problem is they have one review and it's 5 stars. Like, how am I supposed to trust that?
Dude, also too, if they're like any okay, so you don't understand. No one wants to scam you as a mechanic because you know how expensive it is to convincingly scam someone as a mechanic.
Pretty easy because most people don't know anything about cars.
No, you don't understand. Most people know the tools that go into a mechanic. You know how much all those tools are combined?
No.
$20,000.
Goddamn.
No one wants to scam you as a mechanic. Part of the reason a lot of people are like working from home as a mechanic is because, again, they don't want to deal with those shitty managers. They don't want to give you shitty pricing as much as you don't want to get shitty pricing.
Mechanics in the shops have to pay to use the equipment. Like they get.
Oh yeah, no, they have to. No, that's their own tools. They own those tools.
Oh. Then the mechanic shop was scamming their. The mechanic shop I know about was scamming the workers.
Yeah, no. Okay, so sometimes mechanic shops will make you buy equipment. That's some other bullshit. But yeah, no, like
buy the equipment. They were making them lease it.
Actually, okay, so there's a reason they do that. It's again, it's because it costs $20,000 up front. But yeah, no, there's a reason that we have a mechanic shortage, and there's a reason people are working from home. Is because it turns out you can't actually just, if you have a driveway and very lenient HOAs, you can just work on cars.
But one of those is rare.
Well, it makes sense why they're in my neighborhood, because we don't have HOAs up here.
Yeah, so it's like, why would I, like, as someone who's like, okay, so if I wanted to have like a side gig doing a mechanic, I would not want to work at a chain store, because I get paid a flat rate for like, basically like they underestimate how long the job's going to take. So basically it's like my boss is saying, you're going to do this job. Okay, this job's going to take 8 hours. Well, I'm going to pay you for 4. Okay?
I don't know how that's illegal. I'm surprised there isn't. Surprised there isn't.
It's actually not, but legal bribery is a thing, and it's called lobbying.
Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't a mechanics union. You think they would have been on that?
They got crushed. You can thank Ronald Reagan.
Thanks, Ronald Reagan. Another reason to hate you.
Ronald Reagan, national villain.
Yeah, only white people like you, and I don't know why.
And also, like, mechanics, it's a weird thing, but it's like, the chain shops like GM and stuff like that fucking crushed them. Because thing is basically what happened is, it turns out there are so few auto manufacturers, and if it turns out they just want, basically it turned in like, because it turns out customers like easier service, you more likely than not are just going to go to the dealer to get shit done, alright?
Yeah, because it's easier, less stressful, they'll take care of it, and they'll probably get done, and they'll maybe even send you home with a car so you can actually leave the lot.
Well, the funny thing is okay, so the reason dealers can do that is because they can fuck their employees. Like, I've seen mechanics talk about, I've had better times working at Walmart
I mean, working on Walmart isn't that bad.
Dude, working at Walmart here is like the worst job.
Oh yeah, never mind. Oh yeah, I forget. Your place. I was like, yeah, Walmart.
Remember, my city does not have strong workers' protections.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, for you probably it sucks. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I forgot. I was like, what? I forgot. Different reality.
Actually, most states don't have the strong workers' protections.
I don't think California has strong worker protection. I just don't think Walmart's one of our worst jobs.
Well, it's weird, but California, they're going to give more scrutiny to Walmart because it's Walmart. But, like, that's the thing. That's why it's so cheap. But the thing is the problem is like, when you go to a dealer, they are just going to fuck their employees. Like, if you can avoid it, do not go to a... Well, unless it's like under warranty, in which case you save the money. But yeah, don't go to a dealer. I fucking hate dealers.
Yeah, unless you have warranty.
Also, dealers have some of the worst pricing because they know it's easier. You can always normally do it cheaper, unless it's like something where it's like a specific. Unless it's like a BMW where you have to get like a specific part, and it's like stupid because BMW is fucking stupid. Can I buy like automatic transmission fluid for my BMW because it's a weird one? I don't know, man. They ship them by the barrel, so you're gonna have to buy one for like $2,000. We can let you know our supplier.
Man, V is so fun to play. V is so fun. Yeah, do not understand the V hate.
He's slow.
I guess maybe because I'm playing in turbo mode, but he's not that slow to me. It's pretty fast.
Just because you like to meander doesn't mean everybody else does.
Sucks on high difficulties too.
I mean, like,
because his summons all do the same amount of damage throughout everything.
They just never get stronger. That does sound annoying, though.
Yeah, and most people aren't playing, and like, die-hard fans of the series aren't gonna keep playing on like Devil Hunter. They're gonna be on Son of Sparta or Dante Must Die.
Because on normal difficulty, they're busted. Like, they bleed. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, and also you don't have to get close to things until you're ready for the kill shot, yeah. He's great on normal. He's great on easy. He sucks on anything else.
Oh, how much money do I have on Alex's server?
Oh yeah, I finally figured out a way to tell you why I don't want to watch Death Note.
What?
Because it reminds me of Suits, and I hate Suits.
You hate Suits? Suits is so good!
I think you told us about Suits. You may have told me maybe off stream, I forgot.
I told you yesterday on stream too.
You hate Suits?
I watched it, and like every scene is everyone else trying to get a one-up on each other. Okay? Is that the entire show?
Well, I can guarantee you this. Death Note is not Suits, though.
I have seen 3 scenes from Death Note, and they do that shit. It's all light for laying out this fucking it's either light or it's L doing elaborate plan shit. Okay? And it reminds me of Suits, and it's tainted my perception.
It has a lot more. I'm not gonna try and convince you to watch it, but I will say it has a lot more going on than just that. Yes, it is elaborate planning.
Alright, KJ, I can tell you why Rob would fucking hate watching Death Note. Misa.
I mean, like, no one loves Misa. Like, she's fine.
I almost dropped the show because I did not want to sit through scenes with her.
I mean, she's supposed to be like that. Like, it's kind of the point.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it's like there's like a fine line. All right. So there are characters that I love to hate. All right.
Well, I mean, Misa, you're not supposed to love to hate, but she's supposed to be generally annoying. But also, you're supposed to feel bad for her because you're being manipulated by.
I mean, I do feel bad for her, but it's like okay. There's like a fine line. Part of it is because the voice actress is actually really good at playing her, which doesn't help. It's like Dolores Umbridge in Harry Potter, where it's like there are characters I love to hate. Unfortunately, the actor is so good that they become a character I just want off my screen. I do not look forward to seeing them.
I don't think anyone's like, oh man, can't wait for Misa unless they're really into the fan service, which she clearly has.
Well, like, the thing is like, okay, so basically it's like, I like to see other characters interact with this character, alright? Or I like to see this character get shit on. But the thing is, Misa crosses the line at certain points, where she's no longer a character where it's, like, interesting to see her be interacted with. It's more like, oh god, it's fucking Misa, let me just skip to the scene.
I mean, she doesn't have too many scenes by herself. So, like...
Well, the thing is part of it is, like, basically after certain things happen, she becomes boring and redundant, and I don't want to see her.
Oh yeah, that's why she kind of, like, is barely part of the plot in most scenarios. Like, it's like she's...
So it's like, there's no point to me dealing with her on the screen.
It's like, she exists to be a tool for Light as his first follower, and to give him that a little bit higher Vecna complex, to show what he would do to someone in close proximity to himself.
But also, it's like, Light himself... Okay, so the thing is I also do not like Death Note as much, specifically because it's been co-opted by, like, the Manosphere motherfuckers.
I've never seen those guys, and I got into the show when I was way younger, so...
I got into the show as, like, a 14-year-old, too. So I have, like, the nostalgia for it. But also, it's like, you want to be, like Yagami. You want to be, like, the fucking, like, Sigma male or whatever the fuck, weird, goddamn Greek letter.
Sigma male, whatever.
That's like those people who misunderstood Breaking Bad and see Walter White as something to aspire to be. Which is stupid.
Well, the thing is like, okay, so part of it is...
What's the average IQ?
I don't know.
Alright, part of it, too, is I hate to say it, America also has some terrible media literacy, alright?
Oh, yeah, it's
like,
really,
basically, like, we're just going to root for the main character by
no matter what they do. Yeah, unless, like, I don't know, they're killing children. Usually...
Light did that, though!
When did Light kill kids again? Like when did he do that? It took him a
while.
It
was like in the montage where it's like, yes, no, like they put the names on the internet and he fucking kills them. And like kids are doing this because kids are assholes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, Light did kill kids. Light killed indiscriminately around the end.
Yeah, oh no, near the end? Oh yeah, no, but that's when he was already like, obviously, like, nowhere
near. People still rooting. Okay, part of it is like the Attack on Titan guy. That guy, I don't know what he is. No, the fucking director.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is, but this guy has a fucking boner for bad guys, alright? Because he's like, they obviously are like justification, like, there are very few characters where they're actually...
I don't think he has a boner for bad guys. I think he has a boner for awesome camera work. But that's
wait, okay, actually I got a better example. Okay, I guess like the best way to put it is like, the media literacy of like the guys, part of it is also the voice acting too. Is like in Japanese, like Light is a lot more slimy.
Well, in English, she's also like, I love the English dub of Death Note. It's so good.
I mean, the English dub's good, but it's weird. Part of it is also because I can put like the slimy voice when I'm reading it, because I read the manga a bit more. Well, like I guess like the best way to put it is like, people see Light in the same vein someone would see Lelouch from Code Geass.
Which is kind of the point, which is funny that the shows came out around the same time. The thing is with Light, it's like the whole thing about him is that he's an attractive dude. He's an attractive dude. He's smart in universe. He's popular. So but he's also a sociopath.
Yeah, I know a character that I like better from a different series. That also has
American Psycho?
No, I was gonna say Kira from JoJo. He's
a
serial killer. He's handsome, sure, but he's a normal guy. He tries to be a normal guy, even though he blows people up.
But it's like, yeah, so it's like, yeah, at least like with Lelouch, you can kind of get where he's coming from.
He's
I know, like,
also,
you have different philosophies on war, that's the thing.
I know, but like, Lelouch is kind of like, I actually have...
But it's obviously like, fighting like 1800s Britain.
Yeah.
So like, you obviously have the bad guy.
Yeah, there was like an obvious bad guy. He's the good guy, he's doing stuff, and he ends the story by killing himself, basically.
That's the thing, it's like, Lelouch is someone you could aspire to be and still be seen as a relatively good person, depending on the environment. Light basically just lives... A lot of it, too, is there's a little bit more world building of the world of Death Note in the manga. So all right, so basically they went through World War III. They're dealing with like a recession. You know, it's like
I didn't know about World War III. They skipped that in the anime. Damn.
yeah, no. It's like there's a little bit more world building. But yeah, so they go like through World War III. They're like in the middle of a recession, shit like that.
Well, that was just accurate to Japan in that time period.
Well, the thing is okay. So let me link you a video.
Which,
He
if we're to
explains it
believe
great.
Yakuza, was the fault of one Goro Majima. Like, that's actually canon to Yakuza. He's responsible for Japan's economic burst.
It's like, because like the bubble, because I think the bubble popped in like the 90s and the mid 2000s.
Here, let me send you this guy. I like this guy for certain anime analyses, and he hit the nail on how I felt on the head with Death Note.
Sure.
It is a long watch, though.
Yeah, I'll maybe check it out later when I have time.
But it's like America interpreted Light Yagami a little bit different.
Oh yeah, America always like America saw him as like.
Well, part of it is like American media literacy is so bad. They got like the guy from Psycho, and like, yeah, I want to be like the guy from Psycho, and it's like, ironically, right? And it's like, no, the guy from Psycho's hot. He's got money. It's like, fuck.
I'm sorry, did you like not like read the title of the movie?
Yeah, some people do want to be American.
Do you not listen
Psycho.
to his opening monologue where it's basically like laid out that he is crazy?
They don't care.
That's the point of the film.
But they missed it because
Or even better, the people simping for fucking Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh yeah, just because
That
he's
was
kind of attractive.
even worse.
Dude, America has this. The thing is, it's not even media literacy. It's just that the thing is, in America, if you're attractive, you can't be bad.
Well, it's not that. It's like
Well, you can thank
America
Disney
has
in part for that.
America has a toxic individualism problem. So I broke it down even more. You know American toxic individualism. It's actually like people liking these like psychotic bastards because they actually believe that they are truly the freest people. They are breaking the rules of society, and that is the American dream. And I think that's where that kind of ideology comes from. And why people like... Because remember, America is just like... The only measures of success, especially after like the 1980s, like greed is like a fucking good thing ideology. Literally, the only priority in America was money and making sure that... No, that's not a white people thing.
No. I was about to say that's why people like deify these mafia bosses or Scarface and people like that. They're like, yeah, those guys were cool, even though they were literal monsters. But like,
well, some of those it's because they weren't the bankers and people were starving. I mean.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
they were glorifying the mafia bosses because they were stealing from the guys. Don't punch the bookshelf. It did nothing wrong. They're deifying the guys who literally were stealing from the mafia bosses. They're not the mafia bosses, the bankers.
There you go.
Yeah,
and the bankers could go fuck themselves because Great Depression.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about like in modern media now. Like
No, that's the thing. Is it's like at that point we've hit like peak greed is good. Why am I on fire? Oh shit! That's cool. A skeleton with a fire arrow. But like, that's the thing is I think that's part of it is like we've hit like peak greed is good mentality. So people are deifying characters that fundamentally break the laws of society and just being human. Because that's getting what you want, and that is the priority. And I think that's part of it. And two guys just want to be the hot guy. Again, go back to Manosphere.
Manosphere is... Ugh.
It is hilarious. Like, here's the thing: is like
self-awareness in the man. It's like all those guys who like missed the point of Fight Club like 10 years ago, but like now they're just everywhere.
Well, it's like, okay, so the thing is like, they do have good points. Our, like, society, like, especially leftist society, does not like men. But this is...
And men kind of earned it, let's be real. We kind of earned it.
Humanity earned any kind of hatred.
Well, okay,
Doesn't
so
matter
like,
race or gender.
I don't know. Women have learned less hate than men. I would say that they've done less atrocities.
Go on.
Like let's be for real. Men have earned a lot of hate.
Okay, well the thing is, it's like men in the past, obviously, but that's not men now.
Yeah, that's not men now. Obviously, I'm just saying.
Part of it is okay. So like men, specifically most normal guys, it is they think. It is a normal thing for like dudes to like think about violence, because unfortunately, the human brain is what? The human brain is especially the male human brain is ooga booga. I hunter gatherer. I kill thing, therefore I am man.
No, which is not something we do anymore. So it kind of
which is not something we do, but I believe that you do need to give an outlet for that isn't hyper-violence, and punishing people for that is also a bad thing, because that just reinforces, hey, I need to be hyper-violent.
Yeah, again, I did a whole thing about this in school about why men don't do well in school. Like, objectively, men go to college less, they do worse in school. School benefits women more than it does men. It doesn't help that most teachers are.
Well, I'm not thinking about school. I'm thinking about like society at large. But yeah, that's
school basically is society at large, because that's where you start. Everyone goes.
Yeah, that's like the thing. But like,
school becomes society at large. How you're treated in school and what you learn in school.
Also, I just genuinely also think dating apps are bad for society.
Oh yeah, no, especially considering most the dating pool on dating apps is 10-1, and the 10 is guys and 1 is female. So it demoralizes guys that they're barely getting any.
It's not that as much as, okay, so basically, like, at this point, like, it leads to the phenomenon known as blackpilling, and that's really bad.
Blackpilling. Yeah, I was hearing about that. I never looked too much into it. What is blackpilling?
Don't look into it, because it's...
Yeah, don't look into it. It's like toxic as fuck, but I really love dissecting the psychology of it.
I remember, you know that guy that you know Rogue After Dark? You know that shit, the podcast guy that also does like videos on people now? He got into a spat years ago with some black pill guys, or some red... Basically that entire community of X-color pills.
Yeah.
And when I say slap fight, I mean they just said things about him, and he was like, "Lol, okay." You know, is the correct response to when people like start talking shit about you on the internet. You just say, "Lol, okay," move on with your day.
Well, it's like a lot of dudes now, and I'm confused by this. Sorry. So it's like they either want a red pill, or they want a black pill. All right, and the black pillars are like, well, society's doomed. We're gonna be like, do this, this, and this. We're just gonna overthrow society. Da 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 da. I'm like, okay, so
I do find it funny though. It's always been like, man, we gotta overthrow society to get things back the way they were. It's like, bro, you guys, men made this society, bro. This was a man.
Okay, well, the thing is okay. So specifically, post 2010 society, and honestly, early 2000 society, does embrace like the more like Marxist, like feminist side, because it's like the Frankfurt School of ideology. All right. So the thing is like part of that ideology is to tear down like pre-existing social structures to replace it with Marxism.
Subject 106 sorted.
That's that philosophy. That's how our leaders are taught, because that's just what it is. All right. Unfortunately, some systems do need to stay, while others need to fucking go.
Yeah,
you can't tear them all down, because part of it is all of our politicians suck, and the leadership we do have are Donald Trump, who actually take the initiative, and they don't need to be building a goddamn thing.
It's like, also we have the problem of the amount of people in government being old people who should be in a retirement home.
Okay.
Most of them.
Well, it's not that as much as okay. So the thing
It
is,
kind of is that. Like, that is part of the problem.
That is part of the problem. Like, did you see the Mitch McConnell clip, bro?
yeah, I actually
Fine,
got
fine,
confused because
fine.
people are memeing the shit out of it. But okay, so the thing is like okay, so
Why are
those
people
guys.
not memeing the other one?
Okay, so the thing is like you
Oh
don't
yeah, the one,
understand.
the lady. Who
Dianne Feinstein.
just say yes. Yeah, just say
California
yes.
Senator Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah. She's like, they're just say I. Just say I. It was from military
has
funding, which is like,
who has familial relation to Nancy Pelosi, who is also ancient.
it's like, yeah.
But yeah, what I'm about to say is my true belief is if our government has gotten to such a point to where we have to give a shit about what Joe Biden eats and shits out every morning, we fucked up. Because at that point, the U.S. is such a geographically large area that we are supposed to be delegating these responsibilities to the state level. And you shouldn't be giving a shit about what Joe Biden's doing. You should be giving a shit about how much money I'm embezzling. Because that has much more of a direct impact on your life.
You should be more worried about your state, but we've misplaced our worry.
Well,
to
part of that, and this is where I'm going to blame it on the left, is part of it's unfortunately the left does support Marxism, and that comes with Marxism in general is a system that only works when you have a centralized government.
And what does the United States not have in spades?
centralized government.
We have many different. We have 50 states, each with their own state government, that all answer to a central federal government.
Our system's very complicated. It
It's-
almost works.
I mean, it's actually pretty simple.
Well, the thing is okay, so our system works when again, okay, so part of it is like a clash of ideas, is alright. So these systems want to tear down a bunch of shit, but they don't actually propose a good idea for a replacement, alright?
Yeah,
That's the
usually
key.
problem.
That's the key.
That's- That's the classic.
I mean, every politician does that because it's too hard to think of a fix.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
so okay, so like my
don't
thing
you
is
love when
like,
Joe Biden tweets, "Man, someone should do something about this." It's like, dude,
but it's
you're
like my thing is like okay, so like certain systems need to go, such as the cult of domesticity. That needs to go. That needs to be gone.
What's
Women
that?
should be in the home and never leave the home level shit.
Oh, I mean, I thought we were already getting rid of that.
Yeah, unfortunately now here's the problem is the thing is that's an overcorrection, and unfortunately because modern dating apps suck, that's what the black pillars are going for now, especially with lower birth rates.
Oh, they're
is
like,
they
women
propose
need to be at home. It's like,
Well, unfortunately, okay, so here's the problem. Is they're
I'm
technically
fine being a
right.
stay-at-home dad. I cook.
Is there-
I clean.
Well, the thing is okay, so the thing is the more you decrease women's, and this is where I say, they're technically right, but they're also fucking stupid.
well,
yes,
yeah, I've seen how they
Marie.
act. Yeah, they're pretty stupid.
Yes, you are correct. The more you decrease women's education, the more likely you are to have higher birth rates.
because they're gonna be only useful for one thing.
Yeah, now that's the problem, is that also just leads to dissatisfaction, and I'm sorry, we outlawed giving women methamphetamine to
We
just get through the day.
also
That's not been a thing since the 1950s.
Also, I think I don't think we do lobotomies to just make the women not okay with being depressed.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
so
doing
that's-
that to just women. We're doing that to everyone.
I
Yeah,
know.
Transorbital
you're doing
lobotomies were all-inclusive.
Yes.
It just
They were equal. You know,
Yeah,
and you gotta give
You
credit
don't
for that.
have to have you don't have to have a penis or a vagina to get a screwdriver jammed in your skull.
which is
But,
like,
A non-invasive
so, like,
transorbital lobotomy.
I believe like certain systems work like a little bit better, but the thing is, I truly did think we this is okay. So, unfortunately, I think we overcorrected with like affirmative action and stuff like that, and getting women into college. I do think we did do that, and we overcorrected for that.
well, we didn't need to. Again, like women are doing better than men now.
Well, the thing is, they're doing better than men now because they have more financial incentives to do so.
No, not even financial incentives. They just objectively women.
Well, yes, okay. So the thing is that they objectively do better, but if there were less financial, okay. So basically, like, I am a black man, all right? Because financial aid is so scarce, you go to a private school, so they also get to be a little bit more liberal with financial aid.
Yeah.
So the thing is because financial aid is more scarce, especially now, because of affirmative action, it's mostly going to women, and more specifically women of color, because affirmative action.
Yeah.
That's what I believe, and this is also where it's weird, as a black man, who traditionally you'd think would benefit from it, does not, so I actually benefit more.
Yeah, black women always, a lot of the things that people think would help black men usually just help black women, which is good for them, you know?
Well, it's good for them, but the thing is that also leads to a society of discontent men.
Yes, actually I learned about this in school a long time ago. The problem is more that, like, there's a lot of, it's like, women are becoming more educated than men on a mass level, which leads to mean that, like, men are dating up out of their education range.
Okay, so it's like two issues. Okay, one, women do not date down.
They don't want to date down. They want to date up.
No. Okay, you don't understand. Because the ratio is so weird because everybody decided for some reason to stop being suspicious of dating apps and actually just start using them.
Well, because we're okay. Because in modern day, like, how often are you going to be able to meet people? Like,
yeah, and that's also why
you can't be in the workplace. For some people, going out to bars is not really a good option.
The thing is that's more of a lefty thing. So the thing is that I believe that you should be able to date in the workplace, just as long as you aren't dating downwards and doing weird shit.
Yeah, but they banned dating in the workplace wholesale, so, like, you can't hit on anyone.
So it's like you can't meet anybody to date anywhere, and because people are, like, basically like crack addicts on social media, which is why I don't use it, they don't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So what do? Dating app. It's the best choice.
Well, the thing is okay. So here's the thing: is because the ratio is so skewed, women do not date down. Why would they?
They have no reason to.
Also, too, women have, like, different, like, dating strats than dudes. Because we make, like, a shitload of jizz every day. It's, if we can't, like, find, like, a partner, we're just gonna fuck as many holes as we can. Again, insert Ice King meme, a hole is a hole.
A hole is a hole. Mattress.
It's like Grindr is right there and
Disclaimer, I don't fuck my mattress.
Dating
This is a joke.
Worse. Like it's like a thing. It's like my gay friends. It's like, yeah, no, dating's even worse in the gay community.
I mean, dating's probably worse, but getting a hookup is pretty easy.
No, you don't understand. It is worse.
What do you mean by worse?
Okay, so one, because, like, the dudes, you tend to have, like, socially awkward guys more there. You get more creepers. That's another thing too. Is okay. I've noticed this.
People means more exploitation.
Well, it's not that as much as socially awkward people tend to be creepier because they're socially awkward. Mm-hmm. That's another thing too.
That's
it's
not
like
exclusive
I see
to one or the other. Both things can happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, both things are happening, leading to, like, some of the worst dating experiences I've ever heard. So
man, I guess I'm just a special little snowflake. Nice.
Actually, no, you are, like, genuinely in the minority.
That you are the genuinely are in the minority when it comes to Tinder users.
Like, me and you are both in the minority, being in actually stable relationships. 68% of young males in our age group.
I mean, if you analyze the contents of this Discord call, you'd think it was the majority of people that were in healthy relationships.
Like, you don't understand, KJ. Like, 60% of, like, dudes in our age group literally just gave up on dating. They literally gave up. They don't want to date.
Because dating is just not. It's like dating is just not that hard. Like, it's not like that.
For me, okay, so you got lucky, and for me, I have the looks. I have the looks and I have the money, and again, women do not date down. That's the thing. Remember that. Women do not date down unless they have no other choice. That's part of the fundamental biological dating strat.
They look for people who are higher or the same as them, yeah.
So the thing is like, okay, so, like, dudes eventually just said, okay, I give up. Because, they make more on average than me. Like, there's nothing I can do. Well, that's gonna work when they have no other choice. But the problem is, with dating apps, again, the part of it is the human brain hasn't developed to, like, disregard what you see on social media as fictitious. So the thing is you only see hot guys because it's social media, and you're only gonna follow the hottest people because that's what you're interested in.
So then people start forgetting what a normal person looks like.
That's the thing, is like, and again, the statistics are so skewed. Again, women do not date down.
This is just becoming a podcast at this point.
Yeah.
We're sounding dangerously close to those Manosphere podcasts, though.
Okay, and now here's where I give them shit. Okay. Because okay, so like, social media and dating apps are bad. That's a known fact. That does not give you the wholesale right to be a horrible sexist, okay? If you want to see quick turnoffs for women, it's saying that they belong in the home.
Unless it's those Republican
Unless
women,
it's like those weird church girls, and even then...
Who like where they're like brainwashed into believing that's like their only...
And even then, that's gonna last for a couple of years. But also, too, it's like, specifically, like, I also hate...
People just don't want to work.
One thing I absolutely disdain is no-fault divorce laws, alright? Because I believe, because our courts are just biased towards women, because for the past few centuries, people tend to, you know, beat up on women.
The bias on women is so unbelievable, so unfair.
So the thing is,
I
also,
actually have a story. I know part of the... I know at least the reason for that, and it comes to custody battles.
Yeah. I know, like, there's... This is pre-story. You can probably you can tell me I'm wrong, but pre-story, my thought process always was they were just like, oh, women are better with children, so give it to them.
Well, yeah, well, it's that.
That is actually like part of the reason. That was like the story is the son was given to the father, and the son died in a horse riding accident, and the mother basically said he wouldn't have died if he was with me.
Because you wouldn't.
Well, yeah,
Seems
if you don't
legit.
have a fucking horse, he's not gonna die in a horse riding accident.
Yeah, but like my thing is, okay, so like one, it's that, and two, like since there's like no fault divorce laws, again, women do not date down. Like 90% of like divorces are started by women. So the thing is as a dude, statistically speaking, I genuinely have no incentive to start a family or just settle down. Because for me, it is a financial risk, and I would actually have better luck and odds taking it to a casino.
Yeah, better luck playing Russian roulette.
Yeah, you know, 1 out of 6 chance. Versus like 5 out of like 7, I think. So it's like, yeah, but like, okay.
Table that pays 3 to 1.
But unfortunately, okay, so here's where the Manosphere dudes get it all wrong. Is they're directing their anger at the wrong motherfucking thing, alright?
They're directing their anger at women and the Matrix.
Well, okay, so you can direct your anger towards, like, women for a little bit. It's like, dudes are not, like, 6 foot tall, most of them.
I think most women don't have that high a standard.
No, it's like, statistically speaking, it's like it's weird, but basically, it's like a whole, like, system. Because, like, basically, like, the dating apps, the most popular dating app is Tinder, which has one of the most ruthless algorithms.
Oh no, the algorithm for Tinder is busted, bro.
Hey, remember that time where, I forget who it was, but they were trying to, like, see if they could get a date on Tinder?
Dennis?
Dennis, and I was like, hey,
no.
I need strategies for... No. Just swipe. Just fucking swipe. You're gonna catch someone eventually.
Okay, so that's actually like a genuinely bad strat.
Oh no, but the thing is, Dennis actually did it. Like, Dennis wanted to prove a point. He got on Tinder, got a date within a week. It's like Dennis went on Tinder, got a date within a week.
Of people.
It's
like the fucking Dahmer shit all over again. Like, sure, Dennis isn't a murderer, but he's just an unpleasant person.
Well, I wouldn't say he's unpleasant. He just messes.
Fuck you. He's an asshole, dude.
I talk to him more than you.
Well, then everyone in that's like everyone in this call then by that standard. Personally.
Okay, there's asshole and then there's Dennis. Okay, so
I told you about what happened.
I'm being an asshole for the sake of humor.
I told you about what happened.
You can't.
I guess I just got
also. He got together with Tyler to do like a magic game, and after he beat Dennis and another guy, Dennis started coaching the third person. And you know, if I was into that, I would have jumped over the table and started strangling him.
But like,
man complains about metagaming, then he starts metagaming.
It's like
You can't complain about something, then do it yourself. It's called hypocrisy.
I guess it's because I've had more normal one-on-one calls. Like, we just went through a whole depressive state a few nights ago, discovering that Madam Web sucks, and like we just had to live with that knowledge. You know, we just had to.
Damn.
I was about to say like Madam Tom sucks. I'm like, what?
No, Madam Web from Spider-Man.
If you had said Madam Tom, I would have gone to your house and fucked you up.
No, dude. We just found out Madam Web sucks, and we found out that she's just some old lady in a chair, and she just got stabbed. That's how she
I'm like,
died.
I did like invite Madam Tom to like this server, so I told her to just avoid Dennis.
I think that brings the total count of active females in this server to 3.
No, because Water left, so it's I think just 2.
No,
Water
it's 3.
like just left the internet. There's another. There's another girl here. They just don't join call that often.
Yeah, because she's in a
Don't
different
want
server.
to ever seen them, dude.
Because she's like...
It's like they're one of DuckTales' friends, and they also hang out with Dennis because.
Actually, no, she doesn't. She also doesn't like Dennis.
Oh well, I guess they did when I was like, cause like they were playing
Like,
like.
she knew
Is that
Dennis.
like the chick that Brain Cell brought up like a few nights ago?
No, that was someone else. That's Brain Cell's friend. That's a different person. I'm talking about
Well,
one of the people
that's
from the
right.
server that DuckTales invited you to.
Oh, she told you about all the
Yeah.
Yeah.
that whole thing. That whole thing. I had to like force her to be a good person. Like.
That's neither here nor there. But yeah, back on like the topic, it's like Tinder's algorithm is ruthless because it's basically designed like YouTube. It's meant to design. It's designed to keep you on there. Remember, okay, so I guess like the best way to think about Tinder is not as like a dating app because that would make less money. Think of it kind of like Twitter.
I've been here for 3 hours.
I thought you were gonna say think of it like an escort service.
No, it's not that. But yeah, so that's like the thing. It's like, honestly, just ban it or make it like, just do like algorithms and make it like local within a 20-mile radius. And you'd probably like get a lot of like these like manosphere motherfuckers to fuck off.
I mean, they do. You can limit your range on Tinder. You can limit your range.
Why would you? Okay, so again, girls do not date down. Why would you?
Because you want some place where you could drive to. That's why I did it.
It's weird, but like there's like 2 different strats there. Dudes, it's hole's a hole. Girls is like, yeah, he needs to have like some kind of class and decorum and money.
I think having a certain level of confidence will carry you through most female interactions.
I mean, yes, that's true, but
I like
again,
how both of you didn't fucking stop talking after I screamed.
we just kind of assumed you got fucked up in the game, dude.
Yeah, I just assumed you died.
It's both, actually. It's this conversation and the game. Neither are helping my fucking mood right now.
So,
It's like when you two start talking politics.
How is this somehow equivalent to politics?
yeah.
This is politics.
We're
This is
talking
still
about
like politics. This is adjacent
Dating's political. That's a bad thing.
This is adjacent to politics.
It's adjacent to politics. Dating, dude. How bad is your dating scene where you see like politics?
Hey, hi, nice to meet you. I'm the guy with absolutely no dating life.
I thought you were talking to that girl.
Just shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay. I guess it didn't go.
How about you just shut the fuck up right now? Because right now I don't want you to be fucking patronizing, okay? Because right about now I'm gonna...
Okay, let me just.
The goal was not to patronize you.
Let me just finish this thought. It's like, KJ, you also gotta remember, you had social skills and grew up around like girls and actually talked to them.
No, I didn't, bro. I got rejected by almost every girl I ever
But you
asked.
at least shot your shot, which is more than most of these dudes. You also had a sister, which is also a hell of an advantage,
Oh yeah,
apparently.
I guess.
So the thing is like, you have like a sister. So that's an advantage. Most of these dudes are like fucking single children, no siblings, didn't talk to fucking girls, didn't interact socially. So like, they're fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's like even though I wouldn't say like I'm.
Are you alright, Rob, by the way?
He's still playing, so. He's alive. Okay, no.
Are you alive?
He's still playing. I think he may have blocked this out. I think he's locked in. Go, Rob. I believe in you. Go, Robbo. Go, Robbo. Go. Go, Robbo.
Oh, look at the stream.
He's still going.
Well, I'm seeing if he can hear us or if he just like deafened us.
He probably definitely does.
Oh no, he can hear us.
He's just deciding not to talk to us. I'm sorry, Rob. I wasn't
We're
trying.
sorry, we're not.
I wasn't
Trying not to. I didn't
just-
know it's like.
I didn't know the girl thing was a sensitive topic. I thought everything was going well. You know, I didn't know. I'm sorry, man.
Maybe he like went to go take a break since he's like raging.
Oh yeah, he is on a pause screen. Yeah.
Why is this on fire? Whatever.
I think that's a nuke, right?
No, not the stream. I'm like playing Minecraft.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, is that a nuke or like what is
That's
that?
a nuke.
Okay. Oh, I was right. All right.
I can tell you what's a nuke and what's not.
I believe it.
But fuck, I am looking forward to like getting a fucking car. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, hopefully everything works out there.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm fucking miserable.
What happened?
Hello there, little child. How are you?
What, are you also having dating problems?
No. I have phone problems.
Oh, what's going on with that?
I've been using my phone and the volume button stopped working.
That's awesome. I love when that.
And
Do you have wireless? Do you have wired or wireless headphones that can help you out there?
I do, but I don't want to use wired or wireless headphones. I have alarms to set for work.
Oh no.
So I have to keep my phone on max volume, keep wire headphones on me. And it's like, okay, well, I'll just tell my parents I need to get a new phone. Things dying too quick anyway. The home button stopped working. The Touch ID doesn't work.
Do you have what phone do you have?
The SE from 2020.
Oh, why do you have an SE? That's gross.
Oh, my girlfriend wanted us. It's nice.
It's not. The battery dies way too fast.
The SE sucks. It's like super small. It's like an iPod. It might as well just.
I mean,
like,
okay. So from flip phone standards, that's a hell of an upgrade. But
Yeah, no, but
most
we
of us
left-
are gonna buy her an iPhone 13. I'm not that.
I'm not saying that. I mean, just buy an iPhone like 10.
Just what I want.
I wanted to
What
get
I
a
want
home
is an
software
iPhone
support,
13
dude.
mini. And so I tell my parents, I go, hey, I found this phone on Amazon. It's like $400. It's the 13 mini. So they're like, and she's like, oh, I'll let you find just the pre-owned or refurbished ones. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'll take a refurbished.
I'll take it. It's like-
I'm not getting you a refurbished phone. You'll have to get repairs. She insists that I can't get a refurbished phone.
Don't you love when your parents make your life harder when you're trying to make their lives easier?
So I'm at a bad spot. So I can't upgrade right now because everything's too expensive. It's so out of touch. Where refurbished, it means refurbished. It means they took the new
Do you have warranty on the phone?
Yeah, she goes, oh, there's no warranty on it. I'm like, that doesn't matter. And it's like I can put the warranty on it.
How much money do you have for a phone?
I have $500. That's all I want to spend, but nothing new is $500. I can only get
Oh,
refurbished for
fuck you!
$500.
Here, let me send you the Google Pixel. I love this phone.
The Google Pixel, bro.
Oh, fuck you!
No one wants a Google Pixel, bro.
Fuck you! I love the Google Pixel. It's a good goddamn phone.
It's a Google Pixel, bro.
Dude, it's like got like one of the best cameras in the scene. It's got like stock Android. Why would anyone not want it?
I don't want to be the first in the group chat.
The Google Pixel. I do not want to be the person of the Google Pixel.
I don't use like iMessage. I have all my friends text me on encrypted shit.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
do that.
weird. Most people can't do that. 'Cause
I wish I could, but no, my friends will not. They'll go,
You can buy yourself a Google Pixel 6a for like $349. Go ahead and get that, dude.
But I want to get like a newer iPhone. But it's like, I'll take refurbished, but they say I can't. We will not buy a refurbished one. Keep looking. So
You have $500 and you can't afford to buy a refurbished iPhone 13?
no, he can. His parents won't let him.
My parents won't let me. They physically said we're not gonna get you a new. We're not gonna get you that because the thing is, right? I need this phone for food for college. That's all I'm spending my money on right now. It's just food for college. That's all I'm saving up for.
Yeah, no, I feel that, my guy. Video, everything else is minor.
I'm not buying any games or anything like that. I'm explicitly saying this.
Okay, so you have $500 that you budgeted to spend on a phone, right?
Yeah, and well, it's the fact that they're willing to get me another phone, but they're saying it has to be brand new, has to be $500.
I understand what they're trying to do.
What's your cell carrier?
They're trying to make sure you have like one of the best, a better phone, but like they don't understand what refurbished means.
I'm gonna be out of.
Wait, what cell carrier do you have?
What?
What cell carrier do you use?
Verizon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking finances. What a $500 down payment.
I'm willing to go lower, but they say we're not going to get you a refurbished phone. We're only going to get you a new phone, but the phone is $500, which does.
Okay, so depending if like the budget's $500, they're probably financing it, dude.
so maybe you could get a pre-finance phone where they'll just pay it off later.
Yeah, that's probably what they're thinking.
Nah, because it's going to be like $30 a month.
Which isn't that bad if you're a working adult. It's not like the worst.
But if you want to get a new iPhone, you're gonna need a lot more money than that.
And I don't want a new iPhone. And that's what's pissing me off. I don't want a new iPhone. I want a refurbished phone.
You can get the original iPhone SE 3rd gen for like.
The SEs are bad phones. I learned this the hard way.
It's like I learned this the hard way.
Well, you said you wanted a newer iPhone. That's the one in your price range.
No.
He wants a good phone.
I have the SE2.
Yeah, he
and the
has
home button stopped working. The volume button stopped
Okay. Just say you're gonna make
my
up the
battery
difference
got
by an
died.
iPhone. Okay, do you have like $200 to make up the difference?
Like, can you give your parents more money?
Okay, they're willing to budget you $500. Do you have $200 extra dollars?
I have $1,700 in my bank account. I just got my paycheck today.
Okay, then pay the difference. Get an iPhone 14. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. You might just have to pay the difference for him. If you go like, hey, okay, you're putting down 500, I'm putting down 300, and then boom.
I'll put down 200. That'll be $400. I'm now up to 600. Holy fuck, you're smart. Thank you. Holy.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Because it's not even just the fact that you don't need the latest greatest thing. I need a battery that'll last me one college day.
Like a whole day. Yeah, no, I get what you.
Guess what has a good battery? The Google Pixel. It lasts me a day. I've never need to charge it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just all my friends have iPhones, and they all use
the racism. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just
fuck the peer pressure, dude. Go with the Pixel.
Galaxy Z Flip. That thing looks cool.
The thing is, for me,
$1,400.
That's $1,400, dang. The thing is, the reason why
car.
The reason why I'm stuck with Apple is because I got an iPod when I was like 9 years old, and I have too much music, and I actually listen to my music, so I don't.
Hey, I like the Google Pixel. It lets me plug in USB devices just to fucking watch my own movies that I rip off my computer.
I mean, you could do that on iPhone now.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
They sure shit didn't let you do it back then, when I actually cared.
Yeah, they could do that now because they have the document thing and you can download stuff off Safari.
What the fuck is this? My friend recommended.
I want to play it locally off a flash drive.
Oh, why would you need to play anything locally off a flash drive on your phone?
Because I'm not paying fucking HBO Max at $30 a month to watch fucking Harry Potter.
Just get a computer.
I do have a computer. What if I want to watch Harry Potter while taking a shit? I want the options, damn it.
Why? Just wait 5 minutes, man.
it'll be a really boring shit.
Just go on your. Oh yeah, you don't use Twitter or anything. Just go on Discord. Oh, no.
Look, I want to have the option of watching Harry Potter off a flash drive while taking a shit, and Apple just doesn't let me do that.
Why the fuck are phones expensive?
Because they're a luxury item.
It's a luxury item, yeah. Because you can buy a phone for $100. It's pretty easy, or $50. You can buy it.
I seriously recommend the Google Pixel. It has like a great battery life.
I mean, Apple has a great battery life. It's like I think they've upped it like crazy.
I mean, they have, but like the Google Pixel is still a little bit better. I've spent like 2 days and never charged my phone.
I could do that. I just use my phone way too much. Like it's like on most.
Well, I think part of it too is I don't like using social media.
Yeah, so you don't go on your phone that often during the day.
I like to use it.
Rob, are you okay? Is Rob alive? Is Rob dead?
I think he's mad at us.
The Android phones is that their touch refresh rates are often really weird, right? If you tap something on an iPhone, it's a lot faster when you type. I noticed this when I switched from my Samsung S7 Edge.
It's 144 hertz. Why do I care? It's like a high refresh rate.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that it's like the
touch screens are worse. He's saying the touch screens are worse.
I never had an issue. It feels like an iPhone to me.
When
I've used both. For me, I've used like iPhone, and I never really noticed the difference. It could just be me. You know, you guys could just be weird. I still want to have the option to watch
Pixel what?
I have the Pixel 6 Pro.
What's the newest Pixel? Pixel 7?
Pixel 7 Pro. That's like the best one. You can get the Pixel 6a. Also, since you have an iPhone SE, you can actually trade yours in and get like $300 off.
It's like $200, unfortunately.
No, Google gives you a little bit of a better trade-in deal because they want you to switch from Apple.
Yeah, because Apple's their direct competition in like the tech scene.
So like you could like trade in your iPhone SE, get like $300 off a $400 phone.
I honestly might just switch to Android because it's so easy to fix. If something happens, I go to a store. It doesn't need to be certified. Pixel 6 Pro, you might be on to something here. Because I'm so tired of them logging all the features.
I mean, like, that's never really happened. What features do you get locked out of? Because I've never had that happen to me.
I had my home button replaced, or I had the battery replaced. It said, "Oh, sorry, we're not going to be able to show you the battery settings anymore. If your face,
Apple's a little bit kind of funky. Apple's a little bit weird.
Oh no, I just remembered. Yeah, because you had the SE, you had to deal with your stuff actually breaking. Because the normal iPhones don't break that often anymore. Like, they're actually really well designed. Like, they're, like, durable. Like, you don't even need a case for your iPhone.
I will say, if, like, I need to replace, like, actual hardware in the iPhone.
I might just see, how much is the iPhone 14? Is there a 14 mini?
I think it just came out with the 14, right? They just came out with that? I wouldn't get that. It's brand new. You never get a brand new iPhone.
Is it wait, I want to see how much it is. Because if it's like $600 or something.
It's probably...
it's 800.
Yeah, it's like 800 for the lowest model, which is like 64 gigs usually, which you don't want a phone that's 64 gigs. You're actually going to be using it.
I'm going to go to Verizon and see because if I'm going to see what iPhones are $60, like $600, well then I'm just going to tell them to pay $400 and I'll pay the $200 difference. I feel like that's the best thing to do. Let me see here, starting at just $25. I fucking hate this marketing so much about how phones are showed as so cheap and then it says for a new line.
Try that, but with cars.
Yeah, it's all the same, man. It's all the same.
Well, it's because the American economy runs on debt and it sucks ass cracks.
Yeah, I hate credit cards. I hate having a credit card. I'm never paying off all this debt, man.
It's on you. You're not supposed to use the credit card that much.
I kind of had to. Well, there's sometimes periods in your lifetime. I know you might relate now, but there's sometimes periods in your life where like a payment needs to be made, but you don't have the money. But it needs to happen now.
I just always cut my expenses when it comes down to it.
Yeah, no, like if I don't buy it, if I'm in debt, Or else
Yeah,
I'm
like,
like,
I genuinely like cut expenses like pretty severely if like I'm out of money. Down to rationing food.
oh, but that's not fair. That's not fair, bro. It's not fair. What if my house is on fire and my wife just divorced me? That's a real argument I gave. That was a real argument someone gave to me.
About why they should be able to. Video games should be cheaper for me.
It was about how we shouldn't have to update consoles. Like, he was like,
Oh yeah, I shouldn't have to upgrade my hardware. How come I can't just buy one hardware and then it be the only hardware for the end of time?
yeah, fucking actual retarded. But it's and I said to him, well, you shouldn't be playing video games if that's the case. You should be working 2 jobs if you're that much game.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Like,
also like
that's-
time. There's that too. But it's like you can definitely cut expenses. You don't need to be buying games.
Oh yeah. You shouldn't have a desire to buy games if you can't afford food. I feel like one's more important than the other.
Yeah. And I remember he like told him like he told you won't understand. You're a kid.
Oh, how old are you? Oh, argument over. Hey, you're younger. Well, okay.
You'll understand when you're older that video games is more important than paying rent.
I mean, I've seen like people so sad that they would rather spend their lives in video games, and they see video games as more of an escape, which is true in moderation. But you know, if like you need to like keep escaping into video games like that, maybe it's time to start looking at the shotgun retirement.
Or just move. Probably move.
Leave the country.
Oh, you're one hell of a person to say that, considering you live in California.
I mean, why would I? The thing is, I literally do not want to move anywhere else. Actually, where would I go?
I think I might move to Tennessee.
Ah, yeah, you're
Don't
right.
do that.
But also, you shouldn't move to the south. The south sucks. Like, it's bad. Like, it's terrible.
It's-
Well, no, okay, so
Bro.
certain parts of the South are good. Okay, DuckTales, what part of Tennessee are you moving to? Because I actually do genuinely live in Tennessee, so I can let you know.
Maybe like Gatlinburg.
Okay, so DuckTales, here's the problem. Unless you're moving to like a major city, excluding Memphis, like Nash Vegas or something like that, or like Knoxville. Tennessee is one of the most depressing states in the union.
I've been there.
You've
Yeah, but
never,
you don't live there.
You don't live here. Okay.
You've been there, but you've never
Okay,
lived.
DuckTales, do you have a car?
I'm saving up for one.
You need one.
The infrastructure sucks.
It's
You need one.
I'm doing my driver's test in a few days.
Nice.
No, DuckTales, you don't understand. To be in Tennessee, to live, you need to set up a budget for breakdowns. Because you cannot be without a car in Tennessee.
Gotcha.
You
I
will
may move to like
starve.
Ohio.
That would be better.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Ohio's fine.
Like Tennessee. Tennessee is so bad, most people who leave Tennessee leave the fucking United States. I'm not even kidding. Like, if they can afford to move out, they don't just move out. They fucking bail.
They're like, I can't be around. But yeah, no. Like I've thought about it. Like where would I go? That's better than where I am right now. That I would have a better time socially and everywhere else. And also as a Washington, maybe, I guess.
I'm shocked.
But it's
I
like
mean, you're
super-
gonna be a teacher, and that's like a job that's in demand literally everywhere.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
But
the thing is okay, so KJ, what I'm trying to get at, and you're not gonna...
The thing is about being a teacher is not about in demand. It's about I would have to take this state's own test and everything and
Well,
get
KJ, no,
recertified.
okay, so KJ, what I'm saying is you've already got, like, the certification. Most states are waiving certification, so it really doesn't fucking matter in the long run. And you're not gonna listen to me, but I'm gonna give you this advice. If you want to live in California, I would highly recommend moving out for just a little bit, get some extra savings, then move back to California, and then establish yourself there once you have the savings.
The thing is, I don't have to worry too much about that. My parents are giving me the house. So.
Watch my back, moving up.
Okay.
That's the only reason I don't have to worry. And also, I have people I'm gonna be living with or something to like save up money. My parents are supportive. They'll let me like if I'm working, they're not gonna charge me rent or some garbage. You know. So.
If you're living with your parents as like an older adult and you're not working and not looking for a job, that's so gross.
DuckTales, let me introduce you to my parents.
But like, but yeah,
You're working though.
DuckTales, my parents are some of the most disgusting individuals I know.
No, I'm saying like if you're living with your parents and you're refusing to get a job, and you're like older, that's gross.
No, you don't understand. Why would they let me live there if they're not making a profit?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They aren't just going to charge. No, they aren't going to. No, they don't want me to live there. Why would they want me to live there?
They just don't want him to live there at all. It's because it's no benefit for them to have him live in the house.
Like if they're going to charge me rent, they're charging me market rent, and at that point, I might as well get an apartment.
Oh, that's gross on their end. If you're working, that's disgusting.
Oh no, his parents are the worst. They actively.
Dude, my parents. Okay, so my parents make fun of me for starving, dude.
Dude, and like make the quote of what your father says.
Okay, so every time like I'm actually like in a bad situation, like let's say like my car breaks down and I need to get picked up, the quote I always get is, "An emergency on your part does not need to be an inconvenience on mine."
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
Bro, when they're older, don't talk to them. When they're in the retirement home, they go, "Why don't you ever talk to them?" This is why.
Oh no, you don't understand. I get to be in charge of who dictates what home they go to, because unfortunately, I'm also the son who actually knows how to deal with finances.
So he's gonna have the money and also be the firstborn.
So let's just say, yeah. They're going to finally experience what starving is. Because I think they're a little bit too far away from it.
Is this a new phone?
Yeah, his parents are the worst, dude. It's like really bad. Yeah, I have like good enough parents where I don't have to like move out and like save. It's like as long as I'm working here, I have people.
The thing is like, dude, like I
have my parents, I have aunts, I have people, I have family members, I have everywhere all over California, from down the hill to up the hill.
Like for me, okay, so like my thing is like I have to worry about like my parents like poisoning the well with like me and my other family.
Yeah,
so,
I don't
like,
have to
can't like. So like I can't like just rely on family.
Parents are awful.
Yeah, your family. I'm so sorry for you. Yeah.
I mean it's fine. I like you don't miss what you don't know.
You can get, honestly, what I do would be really petty. When they're older and they're like in their retirement, I just want to talk to them. I go, "This is why. You didn't help me."
Look, my family makes look, okay, so I have to deal with my family at some point because they did take out like loans and I'm contractually obligated to help them pay back those.
They made him sign a contract to pay them back the loans they helped them with, DuckTales. They made him sign a legal contract.
Well, my parents, isn't that like, "Oh, you're going into debt, we're going to pay some of this off, but you owe us"?
No, it's like,
No, you don't understand. I get to pay them extra interest. I just took it from them because they're cheaper than Sally Mae.
And my parents never made me say I have to pay them back at all. What is wrong with your guys' parents?
Well, okay, so like most parents will charge the kids, most parents won't charge them the interest.
My parents aren't charging me shit because like they messed up.
They're paying
my
for most of my
parents
tuition because it's a major that matters.
My parents, they wouldn't. Okay, so it's weird. So like, if I picked a major they didn't like, I would have been homeless freshman year during COVID.
If what?
If I picked a major they didn't like, I would have been homeless freshman year during COVID.
Well, there's a lot of useless majors. Like you could get a fucking.
I mean, there are useless majors, but I mean, like, you don't understand.
You don't make your kid homeless over it. You support them.
Well, I go if my kid goes to me like, "Hey, I want to get a musical theater degree or a gender studies degree," I go, "Dude, I'm not paying for that. Pay for that yourself."
Well, okay, so like that's fine. That's normal.
No, I
But,
don't.
like-
I think that's incredibly
I'm not,
mean.
I'm not because I need to give my money to my kid for a major that'll be in by getting a degree.
I'm at least making sure my kid has a plan.
It's like if they have a plan.
KJ, you also are
No,
a
Jack,
little
you don't
bit more
make it.
spoiled. DuckTales is what you're a little bit more normal.
Gonna go, why
It's
did
like-
you
it's
help
like-
me, bro?
Well, a little bit more spoiled. Your parents are supposed to support you in what you do. That's kind of the point.
Okay, your parents
Not-
are supposed to do that, but there's an
limits.
extent to where, yeah. My parents are sure shit aren't, most people's parents are not giving them a fucking house.
If you said to your parents, "Hey, I'm gonna start selling,"
I mean, no, well, it's not giving them a house. It's that it's because it's like, oh yeah, generational wealth. You want your kid to actually be well off, you give them what you have. So
Why?
if your
It's like
kid,
so your kid can live a better life than you. That's the point.
KJ, I have a question. If your kid goes to you and goes, "Hey, I want to sell jewelry on the beach," and I'm not going to college. They said this as like a 17-year-old. They said, I'm buying all this, and I need you to buy me all this jewelry. Would you buy them the jewelry and make them?
See, that's not a profession, so no.
Yes, that's why not.
Buying jewelry and selling it on the beach is not
Same
a real-
difference to those degrees, KJ. One just requires actually more debt.
No, going to college and getting a degree is
College is not a guarantee of a job.
It's not a guarantee of a job, but hey, if that's what they want to do, it
Well, then they can figure out how to fucking pay for it themselves.
No, I'm not an asshole. You guys are assholes. Why would I do that?
Okay, KJ, college is not a safe option. Yeah, yes, yeah.
It's like, because the thinking is like, number one, their mind can change while they're there. They could switch majors if they realize that this isn't what they want to do. You know, they have that option.
Well, okay, KJ, college is prohibitively expensive, all right?
It's
So
very
what?
expensive. If you, yeah,
Yeah, but like, I'm still gonna help my kid in what they want to do. I'm not
Well,
gonna.
KJ, okay, so here's the thing.
Because that's a perfect way to end up in a home right there. Oh, you got to do what I want you to do, and if like it's like you got to do what I want you to do, and if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm not supporting it.
Okay, KJ, it's not like it's not them doing what I want them to do. I would look at my kid like, okay, so you are not going to make any money off this degree.
whatsoever.
I'm not going to pay for it because I want to see you actually be able to feed yourself.
It's like if my parents decided that they weren't going to support my degree because I decided to be a teacher, which isn't a super high paying profession.
Well, the thing
You
is,
still
let's
make
go to
money as a
discounts here
teacher.
and there.
Like a teaching
Hey,
degree
KJ,
is
okay,
useful.
KJ, there's like an economic principle, all right? There is basically frictional unemployment, where you're just having a hard time finding a job, but you'll eventually get one, all right? Then there is structural unemployment, where there are no jobs. Some of these degrees, because college is also a very slow bureaucracy, suffer from structural unemployment, where there are not jobs and there are not going to be a job. There's not going to be a job. Why would I pay for a degree where my kid will make fuck and all? It's still my job as a parent to make sure my kid can survive without me when I am dead.
Yeah, but if they want to do something, there's nothing wrong with letting them do it.
Well, the thing is okay.
I'm not saying you don't have to. I'm saying you can get a job and take on your own loan.
It's like that's like nigh
I'll
impossible.
give you a place to live. If you need food, I'll pay for your food.
Okay, KJ, what I'm saying is I'm not okay. What I'm saying is, KJ, is if I'm going to pay for a degree, because I can only pay for one once.
And I'm not saying pay the full degree. Obviously, you're gonna have to apply for financial aid, or like if you need help here and there.
KJ, okay, so my situation is a little bit different. Once I graduate, I am a high fucking income earner. My kid isn't gonna get shit in financial aid, but it's still expensive enough for me to only be able to pay for their degree once. I am gonna look at them and say, I can only pay for this degree once. I need you. Look, I'm not gonna tell you that you can't. Like, you're going to have to do STEM. Don't do that, because STEM is like something you do if you love it. But what I am saying is, you need to look at yourself, look in, and see what degrees that you like that will still give you a job. Because unfortunately, our society treats college like a job training program. That's also part of the problem. Unfortunately, I am not a person who can change society without some debt.
It's like what I believe though. Like if your kid, like you said, musical theater, right? So basically, the kid wants to become an actor. All right, cool.
Okay, so KJ, okay, so here's the thing, KJ. KJ, yeah, that's the thing, is they don't need to agree for that. I will pay them. I will give them ins. I will do all other kinds of things to support them to get that. But I see no point in paying for a degree for that specifically.
I'm not gonna leave them to the.
I'm not gonna leave them to the wolves. I'll still help them in any way I can. But a degree is actually a redundant thing, and there's no point in me paying for it in that specific case. I'm gonna look at it with a case-by-case basis.
Private acting classes. What I would do in that case is
I would pay for them, like give them like private acting classes, like help them get connections, stuff like that, stuff that will actually fucking help them.
Yeah, not give them $80,000.
I'm not gonna get them like going to like $150,000 in debt and say, hey, you still kind of need to help me pay this back because I don't have like $150,000 right now. Instead, I'm actually gonna do something that will help them get the job they want. That's the fuck I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna pay for a degree that's actively worthless.
And I think you guys didn't say that. You guys just sounded like, "Oh, no, it's not something I want. You can't do." I'm not
because that's how you're interpreting it.
For that, I'm not paying for that degree. That's what we said.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that degree. Like, if you still want to go to college, because that is for some reason still seen as a safe route, you can do that. I mean, but I am not going to pay for that specific degree because it is not the safest route. I will help you in any other way I can, but not this way.
It's like, yeah, no, okay, that's a little bit more balanced. I would still like,
I am not willing to pay for a degree that's actively worthless. That would actively
KJ,
put them
would you pay for your kids? Would you pay like $80,000 of your own money if your kids said I want to go?
Okay, so KJ would. So here's the thing. I want him to think about it like this. My kids' time is still valuable, all right? The more time they spend on a worthless degree, the less time they have to get employment in that specific field, and they will be at an active disadvantage and have worse competition, which puts them in an actively worse position for longer.
Forget the musical theater degree. Gender studies is basically worthless.
How are you gonna make money off of that?
Well, the thing is, I can see. Okay, so like certain point. Okay, actually, never mind. Because
can't you get a job in HR with gender studies?
The only job you can get with a gender studies major is to be a gender studies professor.
Okay, part of it too is you don't get a job in HR with a degree. You get a job in HR with connections. It's not the Great American what you know, it's the Great American who you know.
You could become a clinical social worker, a health clinic coordinator, college professor, human rights activist.
Human rights activist is a job.
Human rights activist isn't a fucking job, it's a hobby.
No, it's a job.
It's a charity thing.
You can get paid for it, though. It's literally on the list of jobs.
That's
great.
Really
you're just driving up the administrative fees. Thanks.
Because the thing is, you wouldn't be working, because it's like, because women in some foreign countries do not enjoy the same liberties as women in the United States, many women's studies majors for campaign for equality and justice, well, in some cases too.
But KJ, what I'm saying is if
so there would be international.
What I'm saying is I'm going to at least make them reconsider that, hey, this degree is notorious for being worthless for a reason. Look, you can get into that field with something adjacent where you can have a backup plan. That's also my thing. It's like,
you're gonna get taught a lot of false stuff too.
But yeah,
if it's a gender studies degree, I'd actually look at them and say, get an English degree. You can turn that into law, you can become a teacher, you can do a lot of things, and you have a backup plan.
Or
I would say make it a double. Like if you're getting a gender studies, I would say get a double major in.
Because then I have to pay for double the classes. Okay. That's not necessarily true. You know what I'm getting at. I'm gonna have to pay for more classes. Remember, I can only pay for it once.
What I'm saying is,
there's no getting around that. They take 12 credit hours per semester. I can only pay for that once.
You gotta take 16. You gotta take 16 in California, at least. You take 16 on 12.
Well, you also have like the trimester system, so your load's a little bit less. Mine's a little bit crazy. You just gotta remember that.
But like the thing is, basically what I was trying to say is that like what I would say if they're saying, oh yeah, I want to get a gender studies degree, I'm like, you should probably also double major and get an English degree. Like,
well, the thing is, okay, KJ, you're also paying.
Which the thing is, Tom, as like someone who's double majoring right now in English and education, English has a lot of overlap with a lot of other degrees in general. So the thing is, you wouldn't really be paying more for longer.
Well, the thing is, I'm still paying more. That's the problem. I can only pull out so many loans for my kid. There is a maximum.
Yeah, but like you're not gonna max out with a double major. That's stupid.
Okay, what I'm saying is I'm also being equal because what if I have multiple kids? I'm not gonna support one kid more than the other.
I mean, I'm not expecting you to. I'm just saying that like a gender studies.
I'm just giving you my mentality on it because there are limits to where a parent should help their kid. I do believe that.
I don't. I don't.
Well, eventually you're just gonna turn into an enabler.
No, but like there's a limit between there is a limit to enabler. The thing is we said help. And we're saying like it's like if your kid wants to do
well, the thing
something,
is, okay, so you're turning helping. Okay, so the thing is like paying for like a stupid school degree because what they're doing is they're just
See
gonna end
what
up
you
wasting
guys
time.
did? You scared Tyler off.
Well, I wasn't saying anything, so it's not my problem.
Yeah.
It kind of was, because your conversation was the reason why I wasn't talking.
Oh.
it's like but
Like,
like,
he DM'd me asking what was going on here. I don't know either, because I got up to piss.
Oh, that's why you're quiet.
Yeah, we
That
thought
was
we were
really long piss.
Yeah, that was a really
Yes,
long
I was legitimately upset, sure. But I also got up to piss.
Yeah, because again,
And for a while after that, I was not talking because I was upset.
it's like you
Well, like,
didn't
to
hear
finish
our
up, KJ, what I'm saying is like, I believe that like a single major, depending on the degree, would be better, and at that point, because they're still going to be wasting their time, and I want them to get into their chosen field or get into their post-grad program that they might want to do. My job is as a parent is to get them to expediently get ready for life when I am dead.
Not really, not expediently. That's not necessary.
Okay, so you also gotta remember, again, it's like, I can die at any moment, especially as a parent and especially as a chemistry major.
Well, for
but
you
it goes for
specifically,
you too.
it's like for you, your life's like on a ticking time bomb. Most of us are gonna live until like your 70s or 80s.
KJ, so I'm exaggerating when I say I'm gonna be dead by 40. It's a joke. But also, actually, I'll probably live till about my mid-90s.
Oh, well then that's not really
My family has a long telomere gene. My grandpa is still walking, driving, and doing everything else that a normal person would, and he's 83.
Oh, good for him. Happy for your grandpa.
Most of my family, the males in my family, die at 98.
Oh, so then you're fine.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like okay, then it's like there's no rush, man.
Well, as soon as like Madam Tom goes, I'm gonna go. That's the rule.
It's like it's oh man, but like it's like there's
Again, the good old shotgun retirement.
oh man.
I
But
might
like,
do it.
it's like, but like, it's like with, well, usually women live longer than their
Okay,
husbands.
I think part of it too is just like our perspectives on college. I see college as like a business or an investment, and eventually there's going to be a law of diminishing returns. Not too dissimilar to me continuing to fix Rusty Turd. Eventually, it's going to become a sunk cost.
Yeah, sunk cost fallacy. I know what that is.
Unfortunately, college, especially now with specific degrees, can become a sunk cost, and I'm going to look at my kid and say, hey, you don't need a degree for this. There are just no jobs for this. Maybe move to a different country and then see if you can get a job without it, or get a degree there. Depending, it might actually be cheaper than the U.S.
It's
Stuff
the
like
thing
that.
It's like the thing is first you like ask the kid your plan. Their plan, obviously, if they actually have a plan, I don't see no.
They're
plan.
fucking 17. They don't have a fucking plan.
Their plans are.
I had a plan at 17, and I'm doing fine.
KJ, you're the fucking exception. Most
Oh my gosh,
17-year-olds.
I can't be the exception to literally every single situation we ever talk about, dude. I can't just be a special snowflake that exists in a fictional world that no one else exists in, bro.
Okay,
It
a
can't
lot of
be
kids
the case.
do have fucking plans, but most kids also don't. I'm not gonna expect my kids to have a fucking plan. They're 17.
It's like because society demands it, I'm gonna have to. Like the thing is, obviously, I'm gonna be preparing them for like college / their future, their whole lives, like my parents did. And like by the time I was like 16, like the thing is, unlike other kids, I didn't have the I want to be a policeman or an astronaut or a fire truck. I didn't really do that for a long time. I kind of like waited until I was older to decide what I wanted to do. And once I decided on it, I decided to look into it, see like all the backup plans. Like I have a backup plan from my backup plan from my backup plan from my backup plan. I got a lot of plans on on my life shaking out. Luckily, the first plans have kind of worked out. So, but
Okay, KJ, I'm just gonna encourage them to like look at the path, see if this is actually worth it.
It's like if it's worth it to
And depending
them.
if it's not worth it, eventually I'm just gonna look at them and like, look.
It's like the thing is, it
I will
depends
pay
on-
for your food, and I will pay for some of your shelter, but you're gonna be on the hook for tuition because I just truly think this is a bad investment.
Yeah, I guess I just wouldn't see it that way. It's like, it's something they're passionate about. It's like, yeah, obviously they understand that like this is a one-time thing. So if like if you mess this up, it's on you.
I will say I'm also the exception
And
to the
also-
rule because I do not know many people who have suffered genuine abuse like I have,
Like,
which is a good thing, but still.
it's like it just seems a little cold. You know, I don't. It's like,
You're their parent, not their friend.
but you're also their parent. You're supposed
Yes,
to be-
and as their parent, I'm going to say, hey, I'll pay for like this degree or this degree or this degree, even if it's one that I don't like.
The thing is,
because what I'm going to do is, as a parent, I'm going to put the effort into seeing what kind of fucking job they can get.
it's like I'm more likely to tell my friends something they're gonna do is stupid. Like when it like if something like that, because I'm not.
Well,
putting
you're
that-
also their parent. Your job is to look after them and make sure your kids
Yeah.
don't act
Yeah.
like a dumbass.
Yeah, but like if it's something they want to do and they become successful, I don't who am I to say anything about it? Like, hey, you know,
Well, it's still my
parents,
pocketbook.
it's like my parents.
I'm
didn't really-
going to encourage my kid to always take the route of, hey, you have a backup plan.
Yeah, of course you always have a backup plan, like duh. But the thing is, it's like again, like
Most
they're
kids, when
playing
they
it.
say, I'm going to go into gender study, and keep in mind, I actually have
I don't-
statistics on this.
I don't even know how many kids who start off saying I want to do gender studies. I don't know.
Most
anyone who
kids
says
don't.
that.
It's mostly a fucking fallback degree, but
Yeah, I'm like most people don't start off with that. I'm like,
But it's
even if you-
like most people, it's like I'm like, hey, I'm 17. I'm just supposed to go to college.
It's like from at least from looking into gender studies just over the course of this conversation, it seems like gender studies actually isn't a bad double major. Like you like
It's not a bad double major. It's not. But what I'm saying is, it's like you tie it with something else,
yeah, it's one of it's
like
it's
management or like economics or something.
yeah, it's like a supporting major, and I think if I explained that, it would understand that. It'd be like, oh, okay, so like I just gotta look for something major. It's like getting an English.
I would
degree.
make it a minor.
It's like the thing, like English degrees. It's like an English degree by itself isn't very useful, like but it's like what English with something else, like English with this,
But-
this, and this. Then
But yeah,
that
but like as a parent, I think my support should have limits. That way, my kid will eventually get, because again, they're 17. They don't have a full grasp of the full world. They're gonna be like, okay, look, my parents' pocketbook has limits. I have limits. Why don't I do this option? It may not be the one I wanted, but it'll be the one I'm the most satisfied with.
It's like I think it's better to.
Fucking finally.
Oh yeah, you beat the level. Good for you, man.
Congratulations. But I think we're just not going to agree on this one, so I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
agree to disagree for now.
because we have different parenting philosophies, but we've also had very different parents.
That's the fucking truth. Your parents are gonna give you a house?
And
My parents won't even give me bread.
it's
When
like
I'm paying them to get me bread.
I mean, like they're not gonna give it to me like immediately, obviously, but like it's like they're like, hey, like when they're dead, what are they gonna do with it? You
Well,
know?
my thing is how old are your parents? Because California also has a very high.
My parents are in their mid to late 50s. They had me.
I would make a plan because you're gonna want to start a family soon.
It's probably
You might not, but I know someone else is.
Yeah. If things, the thing is, I already explained to her that we probably won't be having kids till our late 20s, just because of how our lives are shaking out.
Well, what I'm saying is it might be because remember, okay, you do get like certain benefits as a teacher. All I'm saying is it might behoove you to go move somewhere else, work for like 5 years, come back, then you have the benefits and the savings, pop out a kid, and then just be happy.
But like,
Because
where
then you
would
also
I-
get the kid discounts.
But the thing is, where would I go? Most places pay teachers way worse than they do here in California.
Dude,
California's one of the highest places.
I actually worked at the cost of living. You could actually go to New York City. Also, you get the benefit of saving money on gas.
But I have to spend all that money on taxis.
You have
And
to spend
also-
money on taxes here, too.
No, I don't. I have my own car.
Actually working out the math.
Taxi. Okay, that's what
Okay,
you
can I
said.
say for the cost of like the insurance, the maintenance, the petrol, especially in California, it would still be immensely cheaper to get the taxis and pay the $100 for the fucking subway.
At least not for the car I have. I only pay like 150 in car insurance. That's not that bad.
You pay 115 car insurance. You probably pay about $100 in gas every month.
So before
it's
I
a little
go,
less than that. More like 80.
let's just take a look at the wall of people that need to fucking die.
Sure. Oh, these are like your targets?
These are
Oh yeah,
high-value
you said you wanted to talk
targets.
to me about something.
The stream's not
after
over
stream.
yet, Tom.
Yeah. Can Madam Tom join? She's kind of nosy.
Eh.
Why are you saying eh? Why is your reaction eh?
I don't care.
All right, we'll do it in DMs. I'll call her if she's still awake.
Here, this guy, I didn't kill him, someone else did, and I'm upset. This is the motherfucker that held me in prison. I don't know who this is, but it was Gianni.
I need a sandwich.
Fuck you in particular.
Bitch, want to make me a sandwich? Wait, I am the
And
bitch
you
making me a
can. I
sandwich.
hope you are getting your pineapple shoved up your ass in hell right now, Mr. Noah Whitman, because I spend 4 hours of my life, maybe even 5, trying to kill you.
Yeah, so why I like the thing is I was just seeing you move around. So why was that so hard? Like, can you explain it? Because like you were kind of silent, so I don't know what you were doing.
So, for one, the enemy's AI is actually really good in this game, and even though I can turn invisible, they'll keep shooting at where they last saw you.
That is pretty.
Why are we talking about shootings? I'm not in school.
Also, they have actual tactics. They'll retreat, they'll provide suppressing fire, and even though I'm invisible, that does not mean I am immune to bullets. I know there's the common, like, joke of confusing invisible for invincible. Does not work in this situation. Also, it's the fact that none of the guns in the game, aside from the DMR, pierce armor. And a lot of enemies wear body armor. And body armor actually matters.
Oh no.
Yeah. And now, compound this all with the fact that I am playing the second hardest difficulty available to me.
Fun.
If I really wanted to kill myself, I would have played on Rage Mode.
Don't do it, Rob. It's not worth it.
Let's just take a look at the message you get for playing on Rage Mode. Shall we?
You hear me, Rob?
Yes, I can hear you,
It's
Tom.
not worth it.
It's not
I've seen what's
worth it.
on the other side.
Well, what do you mean you've seen what's on the other side?
It's not full of virgins.
Let me just look. If I look at this, enemies
Is there a
have
myth where virgins go to hell or something?
Islam. Anyway,
What? That's a thing? I thought
yeah, that's
virgins
why
would
they
go
do
to
the
heaven in
jihad. They're
Islam.
promised like 82 virgins upon the afterlife if they commit the jihad.
Could someone remind me what the jihad is again? What?
Terrorism, basically. Suicide bombings, 9/11.
You know, I think that might just be. I don't think that's actual Islam's though. I think that's like another thing. I think that's a.
It's under the 82 virgins is under that sect of Islam. That is the radical sect of Islam. It's like the people, like the Westboro Baptist Church and the Christians that firebomb abortion clinics.
All right. I get it.
Let's just read these out though. Easy, have some casual fun. We don't judge. Recommended difficulty for players who occasionally play FPS games. Recommended for experienced FPS players looking for a challenge. Punishingly difficult. You will die. A lot. That's very hard, by the way. Extreme. Ridiculously difficult. Expert mastery of the game's mechanics and exploits are required to play on this difficulty. Rage mode. Enemies have eyes on the back of their heads, instant reaction times, and near perfect accuracy. Only some kind of sick and twisted person could enjoy this. And then I click on that. Rage mode is insanely difficult. Basically, anything will kill you instantly. It is not recommended unless you have a minimum of 50 hours spent on the game. Our publisher even asked us to remove this mode. Are you absolutely sure you want to proceed?
And they're like, bro, we are not joking. This is not a bit. That'd be really funny if they had that mode and then it just turns out it's really easy and that's the secret. That'd be so funny. That'd be the funniest thing.
It's not.
I
have
I
tested.
do. Oh no. I believe that it's not, but I just think if I ever made a game, I would do that at least one time just to fuck with people.
Watch your back, boss.
Whatever you say, John.
I'm sorry.
I'm not John.
You're
Fuck
not.
you.
Neither of you are John. I'm talking to the guy in game who's been a lot nicer to me.
Oh, I thought you were just calling me John.
I
No.
feel like certain things, and I respond funnily while I make my sandwich.
What sandwich you making?
Something must be jamming us. Light up a flare when you're ready to extract.
Why don't you do this one first? Why do I constantly do this one first over the other one?
It's over here.
I'm not gonna do this one first.
Yes, the white stuff. Very slathered all over the sandwich. Yes. Yes.
Open the door. I keep thinking there is a second direction to go and this place loops around. No, there's one direction in this hub. There we go. That's the one.
Copy that, 106. Kilo is ready to go. Be prepared for anything, 106.
Yeah, be prepared for anything. That's why I'm doing the Max Payne shtick. Here we go. Alright.
Don't get a lot of intel on this mission.
Time to go to the middle of buttfuck nowhere in Siberia.
Stay close.
I thought you would have been ending the stream considering how late it is.
You're the last guy I flew.
When did you start?
I started at 8. It's been like 4 hours.
Jesus.
4
I'm
hours
back,
spent
bitches.
on one level.
And I got
you
my
might need it.
sandwich.
After what you've been through, you don't need a break?
This one's not as painful.
Have you played it already?
Yes.
Oh.
The only reason I'm even was confident enough to play on Extreme was because I finished the game.
Oh, so did you have that much trouble with that mission last time?
No.
So what happened?
Extreme.
Signal's getting spotty down there.
That is just the
Close
leap
combat.
between.
That shit's hard.
That is
Looks like we're on our own.
that is the leap in difficulty between very hard and extreme.
Jesus.
Also, that level is just really difficult because there's no way to like hide and compose yourself.
Oh, so you just kind of have to figure it out.
You kind of have to keep going.
Stop for a moment.
I do find it funny that, like, because of your channel's gimmick, right? Like, you can't, like, play games blind unless you know they're not going to be that hard on your first playthrough.
The only game I'm playing blind is System Shock.
I thought you played that Kirby game blind, right?
Shit.
No.
We got heat.
I played Return to Dreamland before.
Oh, it was the remaster, the remake. You never played it though.
Yeah, because it came out like a week before I started streaming it.
1-3 here.
What's already ending the stream, by the way, Rob?
Everyone's still receiving. Dead air.
If I get jump scared, I end the stream. That is the challenge.
Really?
It's automatic.
What do you mean by jump
Switch or
scare?
something.
Watch the
No,
stream.
genuinely. I'm watching the stream. Something got in my eye. Actually, never mind. I'm not watching the stream. Oh god, my eyes.
Moving in.
Says I need to talk to you after stream.
Fuck.
Goes in stream at like 5 in the morning.
That's not going to happen. I can guarantee you that.
It's a baller ass sandwich.
So, like, are your hands okay?
My right hand's a bit sore.
Quote
Just,
that.
Paging HR.
Shut up.
100 job positions are now vacant.
facility's running on low power, but the damn
Quote
PR
that.
system won't shut the hell up.
I've been eating the sandwich you quoted.
Fine, fine,
Be
fine.
like
I'll quote
106.
it, I'll quote it.
Honestly, that quote's not even that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But once I move out of this dorm, it'll be great because I can freeze food again.
Yeah.
I can cook, and it's gonna be cheaper.
Oh yeah, because you like have like a whole kitchen in there. You like live in a real apartment. It's weird. I don't know any college that has you living in apartments. It's crazy to me.
It's so they don't. It's so I stay and I keep paying them money,
Yeah, I know.
stuff like that. They're supposed to be able to fix Rusty Turd. They don't have car too. Well, I'll still get car eventually. It'll just be more.
Okay, looks like the door is powered on. Get back here.
Still not worse than Sisyphus.
Scrap by your Rusty Turd. Although it'll be really funny when I scrap Rusty Turd. Because guess who's gonna cut off the catalytic converter and sell that too?
What? You?
Mm-hmm. Exploit the maximum amount of money out of Rusty Turd.
Yeah, make use of that catalytic converter shortage that I still don't completely understand, but no.
It's because it's
Because
filled with
people
rare
have been
earth elements.
stealing it.
Dude,
There's
like
there's like bits of platinum in there and shit.
there's no even rarer elements than platinum, like platinum variants. Dude, that shit's more valuable than gold per pound.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that part. I'm just like trying to figure out why all of a sudden people just realized it and said, "Shit, now's our time."
Actually, people have always been stealing catalytic converters, but you know, COVID happened.
So then more people started stealing it, I guess.
What happened there?
Oh, there we go. I got jump scared. The stream's over.
Wait,
Gotcha.
why?
What? How? What?
I got
I
jump
was a-
scared. The
I-
screen's over.
Were you scared?
No. No, I wasn't.
Then what's the? I'm so confused.
It's
I don't know
supposed to
what you
throw
mean.
off a person playing through the game on the first time. Because if you were playing a shooter that had, up until that point, had been a bombastic shooter, are you really going to expect a horror level?
No, I guess.